The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home.
Local sports now.
It's the 302 Sports Friday night downstate game of the week. Welcome to Delaware's premier high school football pregame show, brought to you by Sodell Concepts, 12 chef-driven restaurants on the culinary coast in southern Delaware. Now let's go live to your host of the Sodell Concepts pregame show, Benny Mitchell.
Local sports.
And welcome to Delaware Live Sports Friday night downstate game of the week. You're watching the Sodell Concepts pregame show. I'm Benny Mitchell, and joining me shortly will be my broadcast partner, Scott Cameron. We have a cross-class game here tonight as the AAA Caesar Rodney Riders travel to Sussex County to take on the 2A Laurel Bulldogs. The Riders come into tonight's game at 0-2, but they have a quarterback with a strong arm in Julius Timmons. Should he get rolling, the Riders could cause problems for Laurel. Laurel, on the other hand, they can grind out a running game and keep the CR offense off the field. Laurel hit the ground running since joining Class A after winning 2 titles down in Single A. Caesar Rodney has won just one of their last 24 games. That can make a team dangerous if they start to feel they have nothing to lose. Scott, that sets up an entering matchup for tonight.
Yeah, and let me tell you, Benny, watching the tape and watching the warm-ups, I like Julius Timmons, and I like his receiving crew. I think he's got guys all over the field he could throw the ball to that are sure-handed. I like that they came back against William Penn and fought. They have size. They have skill positions. They just need to pull it all together, Benny, and really make it happen tonight. And the question about Laurel, there is no question. Right. Laurel is Laurel. They know football, and they have not skipped a beat moving up a class from 1A to 2A. It's a tale of two teams at different phases. Laurel is trying to stay on top and move up, and CR just wants to get on track and build some success and really get things going and kind of build a legacy in the program. They have 3 state titles, and they've had some legendary coaches here. So we'll see if this new crew can put something together for CR.
The Riders, under new head coach Sean Strickland, they find themselves 0-2 after losses to William Penn and Lake Forest. Both those teams are 2-0, though. Julius Timmons, we spoke of, he has a strong arm and has connected this season with 8 different receivers. He's completed 46% of his passes, and a majority of those throws are downfield. This is only game 3. Once him and his receivers start getting their timing down, he's going to be a serious weapon in this state. The Riders are big up front, and they're going to need to get that run game going, which will open up the passing game even more for Timmons. Defensively, CR has given up 72 points in their first 2 games. I think that's where they need to make some gains from. And last week, and have a chance tonight. Laurel has allowed 3 passing touchdowns against Brandywine, both in the first quarter, and they had the passing touchdown thrown against them again, Sussex Central. So there's light out there for Caesar Rodney tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, Benny. And looking at some of what CR has done this year, 2 guys that jump out at me, Maxwell Vitti and Aiden Kane, are legitimate targets. They both have speed. They both have sure hands. And with Timmons throwing the ball, he's a prospect. He is a definite prospect. You look at him, and he passes every test as far as I can tell. He can throw almost all the balls well. Strickland is a 9-year vet. And I'm a fan of the spread offense. If you can get it to your difference makers out in space, you can make things happen. And when you have a team that's big and athletic, this could be an interesting game. This could definitely be an interesting game, and this could be really a standout game that Caesar Rodney could really get their last 3 seasons back on track in this game. This will go a long way of victory here tonight.
Forget about the Bulldogs' back-to-back Class A state titles, because this group has put that behind them. They're focused on what Joey Jones refers to as the new league and a new schedule. Laurel will come at the Riders tonight with their ground attack. Kobe Shockley, Pat Bell, Xavier Limehouse. Roy Scott, and I understand, is going to be a game-time decision. But they have that slow, drumbeat, moving type of offense, and they can eat up clock and keep CR off the field. Shockley's been effective in the passing game, although he's not thrown a whole lot thus far this season. He has thrown for 2 touchdowns. and he suffered one interception. Laurel has a strong run defense. They allowed only 2 short run TDs against Sussex Central. They have that bend but don't break mentality in the run game. They have allowed 4 passing TDs this season, as I said, and I expect the Riders to test them through the air tonight. The past 2 seasons, Laurel has had one of those once-in-a-lifetime players. 2 years ago it was Javier White. He was a 3-position All-Stater. Last year it was Caden Shockley and Kylese Wilson. This year it's Xavier Limehouse. Offense, defense, or special teams, Limehouse finds a way to make things happen. He's the Bulldogs' motor this season.
Yeah, and Benny, I think a lot of coaches, and especially Coach Jones, talks about back-to-back doesn't really mean anything, and I'm worried about this year. But there's a sense of confidence in the Laurel players and the fans and really everyone associated with this program. They have confidence that they are back-to-back champions and that this team has all the pieces of the puzzle that can put it together. They do have a loss, but they stepped up and played Sussex Central really, really tough. We were at that game.
Right.
And I see a lot of good things for them. I like the versatility and the depth of this team a little better than last year. I also really like Shockley at quarterback. And Xavier Limehouse, he's a difference maker. I will tell you one thing. This is not going to be a boring game,
No.
and I doubt you'll see a defensive struggle. We're going to see a high-scoring affair.
Folks, when we come back, we'll take a look at Arenas Deli's players to watch in tonight's game right after this commercial timeout. You're watching Delaware Live, powered by 3O Sports on the Sodell Concepts pregame show.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer, president of Sodell Concepts, the best restaurant group in the state, and we're inviting you to come join our team. Sodell Concepts is a growing hospitality company with 16 restaurants and a variety of other hospitality businesses, all located in beautiful southern Delaware. We have recently added many departments to our executive leadership team, including a training department, a property development department, and a construction department. We invite you to come live at the beach and work with a growing restaurant group with many opportunities to advance your career. Sodell Concepts Restaurant Group, come check us out. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Fish On in the Villages of 5 Points. Come check us out. Fish On is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine in a cool atmosphere with a happening bar, spacious dining room, and outside patio. Popular dishes include the seafood stew and fresh oysters from the raw bar. Fish On's recently renovated event room and is the perfect spot for your next event. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points, open 7 days a week, best happy hour around. See you soon.
And welcome back to Schallenberger Field here in Laurel Stadium in Laurel, Delaware, western Sussex County. I'm not sure what this band is doing, but got a little live music to go along with the band music, I guess.
They're ready to rock.
Hey, welcome back. It's time for the Arenas Deli's players to watch. Arenas Deli's 6 locations. The original location downtown Rehoboth Beach. Arenas Cafe on Highway 1. In Lewis at the Village of 5 Points, at the airport in Georgetown, Milford, and the new Arenas Pub on Coastal Highway in Lewis. So let's start with the Caesar Rodney Riders. And the first guy we're talking about is, we've talked about him a couple times already, Julius Timmons. He's the junior quarterback, 24 of 52 this year for 329 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 11 rushes for 61 yards.
Yeah, and he's only a junior, and he's getting more comfortable as the season goes on. I was watching him in warm-ups, and he can get the down. He can get that deep out. He can get it to the sideline. He can get it across the middle. He gets the slants, and he has a good knack for getting it to his different makers in space and let them make plays and make moves and take it to the house. So that's really one of his strongest traits. So we're excited to see him here tonight, and we're excited to see him as his career progresses.
Number 7, senior wide receiver Aiden Kane, 5 catches for 121 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, and Aiden Kane has something that you can't teach, and that is speed. He jumps out on film at me. He really can fly, and I think that if they can get him the ball, he will match up favorably with the speed of the backfield of Laurel.
And number 44, the middle linebacker, Carter Stump. He's got 11 tackles on the season so far for Caesar Rodney.
Yeah, and Carter Stump is really a prototypical middle linebacker, and we're expecting him to make a lot of plays, especially with the type of offense that Laurel runs. You're going to see number 44, Carter Stump. He's going to have to be in on a lot of plays tonight if Caesar Rodney hopes to eliminate some of the issues they've had before. 72 points in 2 games. They're going to have to keep Laurel well within that to be able to win this game tonight.
And we'll move to the Laurel Bulldogs. We're going to start with the quarterback, Kobe Shockley. Passing 8 of 13 this year for 65 yards and a pair of touchdowns. He does let up one interception. But he's big in the rushing game. 14 carries for 41 yards, but he scored 3 of those against Sussex Central.
Yeah, and I really feel like Kobe Shockley really is another running back. He had those 3 sneaks against Sussex Central. He has a knack for he has a little bit of that Jalen Hurts in him. He can get behind the line. He's got a strong lower body. He can push in there. He manages the game well, and he does not make a lot of mistakes. He has a lot of poise. He started a lot of games, not at the varsity level and not at the 2A level, but he's played a lot of games in his career, and you could see he's very calm, and that's what a leadership needs if you're going to get your 3rd state title.
2A lineman, only a sophomore, and he is big in the middle of that line for the Bulldogs. Number 58, Joseph Baynard.
Yeah, and Joseph Baynard, we know him well. We cover wrestling. We've seen him a lot. He's got great feet. He can move. He's only a sophomore. He's only going to get better. And the most thing jumps out to me when I look at him is he's a menace. He's a menace on the field. He's a menace to the offensive schemes. And he's one of the main guys on the line that's really going to have to make things happen tonight. It's interesting if he can get that pass rush, that spread offense. If it's clicking, it's going to tire out some defensive linemen. So we'll see how he handles that.
And finally, number 1, Roy Scott. 13 carries for 43 yards and a touchdown. He plays on both sides of the ball. Scott, according to Joey Jones, he's a game-time decision. If he doesn't go for Laurel tonight, they're behind the 8 ball a little bit, just missing him.
Yeah, and for me, Roy Scott is really the heart and soul of this team, both on offense and on defense. He's solid. He's a positive guy. He makes a lot of plays, and he seems like he's in on every play when he's on the field. So we'll see if that's a big difference and if Cesar Rodney can capitalize on one less defensive player out there.
Well, you know where else? He also subs in for Pat Bell in the second half of that fullback position.
That's right.
So Pat Bell may have to go to loan tonight, playing both sides of the ball. Folks, that's your Arena's Deli's players to watch for tonight's game. And when we come back, me and Scott will tell you the X's and O's. What these 2 teams that we think they have to do to win. We'll be right back after this commercial timeout.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine with fresh pasta made in-house daily. Lupo features plenty of unique craft cocktails and an extensive award-winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and dinner 7 days a week. See you soon.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Surf Bagel has served the community in Delaware for over 20 years, providing fresh, hot bagels, breakfast sandwiches, lunch sandwiches, wraps, salads, local coffee and smoothies, and our iconic merch. Welcome to Surf Bagel. We're stoked to serve you.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
And welcome back to Laurel High School. You see the Cesar Rodney band on the field. You should probably be able to hear a little bit of that because I'm hearing it through my headset. It's time for the Soto Concepts pregame show, and you're watching Delaware Live Sports, powered by 302 Sports, and we're getting closer to kickoff for tonight's Downstate Friday night game of the week. It's time for tonight's X's and O's, so let's talk about what the Riders have to do tonight to be successful. Scott, I think number 1, they have to find their identity. They have to establish who they are.
Yeah, and I think they need to really believe in themselves and believe that they can win a big game like this. So we're interested to see if they can do that. I think this is a statement game waiting to happen for them, and we'll see if they can pull it all together. They definitely have all the pieces of the puzzle, but if they can pull it or not together, and we'll see how Laurel responds.
Scott, they can't play behind the chains tonight. They can't become one-dimensional. They're going to have to get that running game going.
Yeah, because the problem is that spread offense, it can tire your defense out. You go 3 and out too many times, your defense is just going to be exhausted, and then you're going to get ground down by that Laurel attack, and Xavier Limehouse is going to start carrying the ball, and next thing you know, you're going to be behind. So absolutely, they cannot play behind the chains. They need to get their running game going in order to get their passing game going and give their defense a break.
And the Riders playing their fight song. Number 3, get off the field on 3rd down. They cannot let Laurel extend drives.
Yeah, and the thing that goes along with getting off the field on 3rd down, you can't have penalties, timely penalties will absolutely kill you at this level. So they need to get off the field on third down, but they also need to not shoot themselves in the foot in opportune times.
And for Laurel, what do the Bulldogs need to do tonight, Scott? What they do best, ground and pound.
Yeah, and that's what I really see them doing tonight, especially if we're not sure about Roy Scott and if he's a game-time decision. But you really, Bell and Limehouse are gonna run the ball, and Shockley's gonna run the ball, and that's what's gonna happen. And can you stop them or can you not? And we'll see. I mean, CR definitely has the size and the skill players to stop them. We'll see what if the scheme's able to stop them.
The Bulldogs defense, they've got to get their feet around the quarterback tonight.
Yeah, and that's something that really goes with every confident kind of quarterback. You got to get around the quarterback, and you got to make them uncomfortable, and you absolutely have to do that.
And finally, just be Laurel. They've been the bullies the last 2 years, and I know they're playing a 3A team now, but I think they need to go out there and try to bully them.
Yeah, and one of the things that most impresses me always about Laurel when we come to Laurel, everybody knows their role. I mean, you had 25 people working out before the game. I mean, everybody knows their role. Everybody is pulling and pushing in the right direction. And Laurel just needs to be Laurel, and they run the same scheme. And I was shocked. They had they had lost, 17 seniors from last year to this year. And to me, the offense looks very, very similar. I mean, if you squint, you would think it was last year's team. So when you say Laurel should just be Laurel, that's without a doubt the key to this game.
Folks, we'll be right back as we get close to kickoff. Both teams are coming towards the stadium, and we'll be right back after one final commercial timeout.
First State Orthopedic statewide has 29 physicians at 16 locations. Our physicians and staff provide both non-surgical as well as surgical treatment for almost all orthopedic conditions and injuries. We are specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physician and orthopedic consultant for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to the local emergency departments as well as medical aid units and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Call for an appointment today or visit us at firststateortho.com.
And welcome back to Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. It's the Downstate Game of the Week. I'm Benny Mitchell, and providing color for tonight's game is my broadcast partner, Scott Kammerer. Donald Flowers on the camera, Dave Marber, our statistician, and Kristen Mitchell back home in Lewis, keeping us updated with the scores and just keeping us straight. Your halftime and post-game stats are brought to you by Surf Bagel, and we'll talk about them a little bit more at halftime. We're approaching kickoff, so let's check the playing conditions here with the Turf Report. 70 degrees here at kickoff. Scott, there was plenty of wind when we showed up, but the flags are still now. There is just no wind to be here. Field condition, excellent condition. It's the first home football game here at Laurel. And like I said, the wind's nothing to speak of. So we have a great mid-September night for some football.
It really couldn't be more beautiful. It makes you want to put on the helmet and play yourself out here tonight. It's really beautiful, and I think that both these teams are really excited to play. The field couldn't be better. I mean, the field's absolutely perfect, and everyone's ready for a big game.
We'll be back here at homecoming when they have the Bulldog painted in the center of the field and the checkerboard end zone. So we'd like to take a moment to thank our 2023 sponsors, Barclay Heating and Air, Capstone Homes, Juwan Johnson State Farm, Arenas Delis, Active Pest Solution, Louis Pizza, 11 Rehoboth Avenue, just steps from the beach and boardwalk, Sodell Concepts, and Grandpa Max. So just awaiting kickoff now, and we will, Scott, while we've got a few minutes, let's talk about some rankings here in Delaware. And we're in, this is a 2A, 3A matchup. Cesar Rodney not ranked, but in Class AAA, Middletown is the #1 team, followed by Smyrna, Dover, Sussex Central, Salesianum, St. George's, and St. Mark's. Scott, AA, who do we got?
We have Caravel is the #1 team right now in the Delaware Live Sports Super 7, followed by Lake Forest. Laurel, who we're going to see here tonight, is 3. DMA, who we'll see next week, is 4. Red Lion, Newark, and Archmere.
And then single A, Tatnall, the #1 team. Scott, Indian River, #2. They go to St. Elizabeth's tonight. They have a chance to make a statement. I think Indian River, and I said this on the show the other night, and I said it on my picks this morning. This could be a state championship team. They got numbers. They got 40-some kids, and they just play good, strong, smash-mouth football. Number 3, Conrad for Wilmington Charter. 5, St. Elizabeth's. How about this? For the first time in school history in any sport, First State Military finds themselves at number 6 in the rankings, followed by Glasgow, who hosts Woodbridge tomorrow.
Yeah, and the games that we've seen so far, Dover 45, Apo 7, and Middletown 56, and Odessa 0.
Those games played last night, and we are here for the coin toss. Scotton is out there for the toss. He is in uniform. He's dressed. Coach said it would be a game-time decision.
Yeah, also out there you have 63, Brandon Reif, 24, Tymir DeShields.
Of course, 22, Xavier Limehouse. I can't quite see the numbers for the Caesar Rodney Riders. I think number 4, Timmons is out there. 39.
And
Logan Heffington. He's a wrestler.
Yeah, it looks like 77, Christopher Jameson's out there too.
And 7, Aiden Kane. And I can't see who that big guy is on that. Might be 44, Carter Stump. High school action here in Southern Delaware. Caesar Rodney, for those of you not familiar with the state of Delaware, Caesar Rodney from Kent County, just south of Dover, the state capital. And then Laurel right here in western Sussex County, midway down the western side.
Yeah, and we talked about a little bit, Caesar Rodney fell on some hard times the last 2 seasons, 1 win, right? But we're really looking for him to get back on track, even though they're 0-2. They have a lot of the tools that really are needed, and they're starting to get their identity, and we're really looking forward to them tonight, hopefully getting their spread offense going, hopefully for the CR fans.
So Laurel will take the opening kickoff. I didn't see who won the toss. I'm assuming CR must have won the toss and deferred. Talked to Joey Jones before the game, and he always likes to watch my picks on game day. And he said, he likes when I said that this is a game where, if Timmons gets it going, they could be in some trouble tonight. But again, wants to keep his run game going and try to keep them off the field tonight. He thinks this is going to be a battle.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I think makes those guys so good is that they're looking at every game like it's a battle, and they're not looking past anybody, even though they have some big games coming up. Next week we talked about who they have. They have Caravel, which Caravel's number 1, so that'll be a big test.
Yeah, here come the Caesar Rodney Riders. They did travel with a little bit of a crowd tonight. It was it's a surprise. Wonder what they would bring, struggling like they are on a Friday night. And here come the Laurel Bulldogs.
I'm excited for this game, Benny. I've been looking forward to it all week.
These are 2 teams that probably have not played since the 80s. Back in the 80s, the Henlem Conference that it used to be, the North and South played each other quite a bit, but then once they expanded the state tournament and went to 2 divisions, the northern teams didn't play as many southern division teams anymore. So these 2 have probably not met in 40 years.
And there's been a lot of kind of changes in football. There's a lot of winners and losers in football in terms of like their programs and the levels of programs. So sometimes you forget about the divisions. Look at like what the programs and the number of kids.
So we're going to cut our mics, folks, for the national anthem. National anthem brought to you by the Laurel High School Marching Band. And we can hear the matter of fact, there's a cowbell over there, Scott. I believe that belongs to Superintendent Sean Larimore. It's always in the box when I come here.
Yeah, let me tell you, there is a big crowd here tonight.
There is.
They are all wearing red.
Yeah, there was a line to get in here tonight. It was backed up. Of course, they've also gone to the online ticket system.
Yeah, and thank God I had a 302 hat because I never would have figured out how to do that, how to do the online. I was trying to give him $20. I wouldn't take it. But yeah, there's
somebody would eventually take it.
Yeah, so well, somebody would have. Yeah, but there's fans, standing room only, and they're wrapped all the way around past the concession stand. I mean, it's a good crowd, and they know their football and they're ready for football.
Here we go. Put the 12 minutes on the clock here at Schallenberger Field. Laurel in the white helmets, red jerseys, red pants, moving from right to left. And the Caesar Rodney Riders in the gold helmets, white jerseys, and royal blue pants.
Yeah, it looks like 88, the freshman Grant Parsons kicking off for Caesar Rodney.
And he kicks a knuckleball down inside the 20, going to be taken about the 15-yard line. And that's Limehouse return out to about the 34-yard line, where it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Laurel Bulldogs.
Yeah, and Limehouse with a head of steam is a problem. Excellent field position to start the game.
Ball, I think, gets it out to the 35. 1st and 10 for Laurel. Scott, I know this first series is a big test for the Caesar Rodney defense.
Yeah, absolutely, and we're going to see if they can play with them tonight. And there's some excellent-looking guys on the defensive line, so we'll see. Laurel has a super strong offensive line that has gained a lot of yards over the years.
Limehouse goes in motion. There's the pitch out to him. He's got the corner, but he's going to stumble and fall and pick up about 6 on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, and 72, Owen Chaffinch with a great block coming out on the edge. He had a good block to kind of seal the defensive end. 0, John Case, who pursued pretty well and has good speed.
Gave him 5 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 5 for the Bulldogs. Ball at the 40. This is a big front there for Caesar Rodney, Scott. They got some size.
Yeah, these are 2 good-looking lines for high school ball.
This time it's going to be a toss to number 7, Parker. He's got the 1st down and going to be brought down by number 7, Aiden Kane.
Yeah, and Aiden Kane's got speed. He's able to keep up with Shakir Parker, a sophomore.
Got a flag on the play in the backfield. That's that block in the back holding area. And it's going to be a hold on Laurel.
You know, on the defensive line for Caesar Rodney, you got 53, Tristan Cooper.
Everyone, make sure you visit the concession stand.
55, Peyton Wiley. He's a junior.
Concession stand. And we'd like to thank Atlantic Well Drilling for sponsoring tonight's
51, Stephen Davis. He's a junior also. And then you have 0.
John Case, a big
John
boy.
Case.
We don't have their heights and weights, but he's a big kid. 2nd and 15 here for Laurel. New rule this year where the holding in the backfield is marked off from the original line of scrimmage.
And 52, Tanner Smith rounds out the defensive line for the Caesar Rodney Riders.
So 2nd and 15 for Laurel. They've had 2 good gains, although one negated by a penalty.
Those timely penalties are really what hurt you in high school, and Laurel's been able to avoid a lot of that. Hopefully they don't get the penalty bug here tonight, and that bogs them down.
Right. So number 8, Jaden Cannon Thompson is going to split wide to the near side. Another receiver split wide to the right. Limehouse comes in motion. Handoff up the middle to Bell. He is brought down right away by number 50. And Marcus Moore.
No yards on the play. Be 3rd down and 15.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 15. And this is not really built for a 3rd and 15. They had not thrown the ball out this year.
We'll see. I mean, Shockley's not afraid to throw the ball.
He's got
though.
a good arm.
I mean, he's got a great arm and he's got good vision. Actually, he's threaded the needle a couple times over the middle. So we'll see if he can pick up a target here. They got 8 split out wide, and Limehouse in the slot.
And then number 9, Miller split wide to the far side. It's 3rd and 15 for Laurel. Bell in the backfield behind Shockley. And we're going to have whistles on the play.
Offside CR. Looks like he jumped.
Yep, it's going to be a procedure. So somebody must have drawn him over. That's going to bring him to a 3rd and 20.
Take it back to the 25-yard line. It'll be 30.
Yeah, this is not the way Coach Jones scripted it up.
No.
If he scripted up the first 10 plays, this was not it.
Yeah, I'm sure he didn't write 2 penalties in there.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Is there a team that does not get penalized a lot?
Not a lot. I mean, discipline's always one of the things that is one of Laurel's strong suits.
So 3rd and 20 for the Dogs at their own 25-yard line. And split wide to both sides. And that's going to be a reverse. Limehouse with the ball, and he's going to be brought down a flag. That's going to be a face mask.
Yeah, it's a face mask for Caesar Rodney. Number 7 finally got the tackle, Aiden Kane. So we've had a penalty-filled first quarter, Benny.
Right.
4 with a tackle.
On back-to-back plays.
That's a face mask against CR.
So that's going to be
First down.
it's going to be 15 for the Bulldogs. And this is what we talked about in the pregame, Scott. Get off the field on 3rd down. Now they've extended this drive with a penalty.
Yeah, and Caesar Rodney really got upfield pressure on that. Their ends were way deep, and they reversed it up underneath and really broke off a long run there, and then tack on a face mask on top of that. What kind of play do you draw up for 3rd and 20? That's the one you draw
There
up.
it is, double reverse, right?
Double reverse with a face mask. Just your traditional play.
1st and 10 at the 44 for the Laurel Bulldogs into Caesar Rodney territory. Shockley under center. And it's going to be Bell up the middle. Finds some running room this time, pushing the pile. And he's going to pick up a chunk on that.
Bell can move some people. You also got big number 72 in there pushing the pile. They're making headway.
It's going to bring up 2nd down for the Dogs.
But not before Bell gets down to the 36-yard line.
So it'll be 2nd and call it 2nd and 2 from the Caesar Rodney 36.
Yeah, and just when you thought the Laurel drive was going to stall, all of a sudden they're looking like Laurel just churning it up, ground and pounding them.
It's going to be Bell again, puts his head down, breaks away from the pile, and it's going to be brought down inside the 25 for another Laurel 1st down.
Yeah, that's 13 on the tackle. Parker Smith, he's a junior.
Right now, Laurel winning the battle up front.
I mean, Laurel's got some players up on the front line, and they can push some bodies around. The last thing Caesar Rodney really needs is a long, drawn-out battle in the trenches.
Right. 1st and 10 for Laurel. Limehouse comes in motion. It's going to be a toss to Limehouse.
He got the corner.
He does have the corner. Nice block by number 2, Elijah Niblett. He goes out of bounds, and he's gain of about 8 on the play.
Tackle by number 5, Kassan Bay. He's a junior. I really like Xavier Limehouse because he's a speedster that's not afraid to put his shoulder down and hit somebody.
Ball's on the 16-yard line. 2nd down and 2 for the Bulldogs.
That's going to bring a 2nd and 2 ball at the 16 of Caesar Rodney. They're in the red zone. 8:23 to play here in the first quarter.
This is not the way Caesar Rodney wanted to start. If they're looking to reduce the number of points.
Inside handoff to Limehouse. Initially gets trapped in the backfield, but Scott plants the foot, turns it up, and gets the 1st down.
That's right, and 52, Tanner Smith with the tackle. He hustled back and made the tackle.
1st down. Got injury timeout on the field.
We do have a CR player down.
It'll be 1st down and goal to go from the 5-yard line for the Bulldogs.
1st and goal from the 5. You're probably going to see. Is it
Bell?
yeah. Is it Shockley territory or it's too far away?
Yeah, he's that 1 or 2 yard guy. He got 3 of those against Sussex Central. But the thing was, they drove down the field that 3 times in that game. You know, just long marches. There was 1 short field on the Limehouse interception.
Yeah, and Laurel's a team. Xavier and Bell carry it all the way down, and then Shockley kind of finishes it off. So we'll see. I'm going to say Bell probably from 5.
And we're going to go to a commercial timeout while during this injury. He's not getting up yet, folks. We'll be right back after this timeout.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries, and home and auto insurance from State Farm. So make it a combo. Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money, and who doesn't like that? Just call State Farm agent Juwan Johnson and find out how you could start saving today. It's just another way we're here to help life go right. In life, some things just...
And welcome back, number 53, Tristan Cooper, able to get up onto his feet and walk off the field with a little assistance from the trainer.
So here we go. Big play for Caesar Rodney defense to try and stop Laurel. And I think we know what we see coming here.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a little bit of Patrick Bell. And that's who it is. Bell up the middle, pushes the pile.
He's in.
And he is in for a Laurel touchdown.
Yeah, Patrick Bell from 5 yards. First touchdown of the night for the Laurel Bulldogs. About as textbook Laurel a drive as you could get. Thought they were going to get bogged down for a minute. The 3rd and 20 had them on the ropes, but
a 15-yard run plus a 15-yard penalty. So
yeah, so they picked up 30.
On the kick, number 10, Bradley Lopez Vasquez.
So we're gonna
good hold. Got down, kick is up, and it's good. Laurel takes a 7-0 lead, and that's your score, folks. With the 8:04 to play here in the first quarter, it's Laurel 7, Caesar Rodney 6. We'll be right back.
Turn your vision into a reality with Capstone Homes Design Center, bringing personalization, luxury, and quality all into one location, where you'll meet with our certified design consultant that'll show you exactly what you're choosing, so you can make the best choice for you when designing your new home. From first home to vacation houses, we build and design homes for everyone. Set up your appointment now and design your dream home today at Capstone Homes.
And welcome back to Laurel High School. The Bulldogs lead 7-0 as they take their first possession down for a score on a 5-yard run by Patrick Bell. Now we're probably about to see some fireworks with us. Caesar Rodney. They love to throw the football.
Yeah, and you got Kassan Bay, number 5, and then number 3, Elijah Odom back there. And you're going to – hopefully we'll see Timmons come out and be able to throw the ball around and make some plays.
Also, on the field, Khalil Kemp, number 10, 3 deep for the Riders.
I mean, there's really nothing to say about that drive except
yeah, it was just a typical Laurel drive.
Very Laurel drive, and the offensive line looked good.
And it's going to be picked up by number 5, Bay. He tries to reverse direction, but he's brought down inside the 15, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Laurel Bulldogs. So 1st and 10 for Laurel, their first possession of the game, ball at their own 16.
The crowd liked that hit.
Yeah.
So on the defensive line, you got 58. Joseph Baynard, he's the guy to watch in the middle.
And at quarterback number 4, Julius Timmons. And they go to the run game. It's going to be number 1 on the carry, Bo Walker.
Baynard right in on the tackle, right off the bat.
Picks up about 3 on the play, 2nd down for CR.
They went right at him.
Well, I think, CR, talking to Coach Strickland, they wanted to establish more of a run game tonight. Not be so one-dimensional. But it's going to bring up actually gain of 3, 2nd and 7 for Caesar Rodney. They go split far to both sides. A little bit of a pistol with a nutback. Timmons at the quarterback. Takes the shotgun snap. That's a hand off to Bo Walker again. That's Typhon Bo Walker. Bo Walker, his last name. Gain of maybe 1 brings up a 3rd and 6.
Yeah, Boehner with the tackle. He's got to come off. His helmet fell off. And shoulder pad. A little discombobulated. He'll come off for a play. So bring up 3rd down, right, Benny?
Bring up 3rd down. We'll see if
call it what, 6?
last week they went 2-2 on this situation. That's what they're going to do. 2-2 on the edges with Bo Walker in the behind Timmons in the pistol. Looks to his right, has a man in the flats. That's number 7, Aiden Kane, and he's got enough for a Laurel first down, or excuse me, Caesar Rodney first down.
Good open field tackle by number 2 for Laurel. That's Elijah Niblett.
Talking to one of the assistant coaches before the game, they said they wanted to get Timmons comfortable, maybe with some short passes early in the game.
I mean, some of that short pass West Coast offense stuff is almost like a run. I mean, in terms of that. So I like that play. I think that gets their guy with speed and open space, picks up a first down.
They good trips to the far side with Kane here alone on the short side.
We'll call that low risk, high reward passing.
Right. Bubble screen out to number 2, Vitti. And Vitti breaks the tackle, breaks another, and he's going to be close to a first down. He's going to pick up about 8 or 9 on the play.
And this is kind of what Vitti did against William Penn. And the more times you get him the ball, the more likely he's going to break something big for you. He's very elusive. And he had a really great play against William Penn.
Yeah, I would say Vitti and Kane probably 2 speedsters for the Riders. Checking in the backfield, Elijah Odom. Again, receivers split wide to both sides. It's going to be a handoff to number 3, Odom.
It's Limehouse on the tackle.
Right.
And he looks like a wrestler on that one. Double leg takedown drive.
Maybe a loss on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
I think he read that the whole way, and he really knew what was going on there. Making the tackle in the backfield.
3rd and 2 for the Riders. Ball at their own 34-yard line. 2-2 on the edges with a back next to Timmons. It's going to be another handoff to number 3, Odom. He's got some running room this time. Scotty breaks the tackle. He's going down the left sideline. Cuts back to the inside. Fumbles the ball. But it looks like the Riders are going to cover it. Number 10, Johnny on the spot.
Yeah.
Khalil Kemp.
Khalil Kemp picking up the ball, and that's a big save for Caesar Rodney.
Right.
You'd hate to have all that momentum and flip back the other way.
I'm not sure right where he fumbled it because I couldn't tell if his knees had gone down or not, or if he had let go of the ball prior.
No, I think from behind.
He got hit back behind.
Yeah, he got hit. I think number 2, Niblett, for Laurel was hot in pursuit and knocked the ball out. 1st
and 10 at the 37-yard line of Laurel. Caesar Rodney going so fast, he doesn't have the chain set yet. He's going to throw it out to number 7, Kane. Kane looking for a block. Stiff arms, but he is going to make no gain on the play. I thought maybe he lost a yard there. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it's number 7 with the tackle, Parker, and that stiff arm did not work on Parker. He just grabbed the arm and pulled him down.
Got 1 score in already. Caravel leads Howard 7-6. Big Class AA game.
Is that coming from the home office?
It's coming from the home studio in Lewis. Yeah,
you know it's right.
That's right. 2nd and 10.
She got CB radio, shortwave radio calling up there.
It's going to be Odom again. Spins. He's going to pick up a few on the play.
Odom is elusive. Elijah Odom. Faked one way, spin back the other way.
Picks up 3 on the play. 3rd and 7.
Good looking drive by Caesar Rodney. Right. I mean, this is 2 excellent drives we've seen from both these teams opening the game.
Ball inside the 35.
We said it wasn't going to be boring, Benny. Well, I think I said that.
Nah, you did. Yeah, you said that. I think we're going to have a good game here. And we're waiting to see if the Riders start throwing downfield. Another bubble screen out to number 2, Bo Walker, and he has nowhere to go. I'm sorry, that was Vitti.
I thought for a second he was looking to throw it.
Right. Loss of 3 on the play. It's going to bring up 4th and 10. I would say this is probably 4-down territory for the Riders.
Absolutely. I think that they feel like they need to match scores with Laurel. Otherwise, they're going to fall behind here. So I think they're thinking 4 downs. about 9.
Trips to the far near side, drops back, looks downfield, lets it go, and that's going to be overthrown, incomplete pass. Turnover on downs for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and he overthrew 0 John Case, who's got some height on him, and I felt like he was open, Benny, and at least he was in the position to make a play.
So that's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Laurel Bulldogs. 2:30 to play here in the first quarter. Laurel with the 7-0 lead.
I kind of feel like there was a little bit of a miscommunication. Like he curled it in, and maybe Timmons thought he was going to flare it out a little bit. So
Timmons has got a strong arm, which has caused him to overthrow quite a bit so far this early in the season. Limehouse comes in motion. It's going to be handoff up the middle to number 23, Bell. He's going to pick up a gain of about 4 on the play, bring up 2nd down.
It looks like 50 and 51 on the tackle. Marcus Moore and Stephen Davis.
2nd and 6 for Laurel. Ball right at the 40-yard, or excuse me, the 30-yard line, their own 30.
Big 4th down stand by Laurel, and let's see if they can capitalize here, get another long drive.
Bell again off the right side, finds some running room. He's going to be close to the 1st down. And they're going to say he has it, 1st and 10 for Laurel.
You do not want, if you're Caesar Rodney, Benny, you do not want Bell to get rolling, man. No. That is not in the game plan. Once he starts picking up yards like that, he starts getting some momentum behind him. It could be lights out.
Right now, Laurel just winning that battle up front, Scott. They're see how that goes as the game goes on. And it's going to be Bell again. Cuts back to the left side on a jump cut. And he's going to be brought out of bounds by number 5, Hassan Bey. But It's enough for a 1st down.
Great block by 72 up on the line. He got to the 2nd level. He sealed the end and got to the 2nd level on the linebacker. Gave him plenty of options on the outside.
And Caesar Rodney's going to take a timeout, and we're going to take one here with him, folks. With 1:19 to go in the first quarter, it's Laurel 7, Caesar Rodney 0.
Oh, hey. I didn't see you there.
Cut. Dude, what was that?
Was that too much? Here at Grandpa Mac, we have something for everyone. Signature pasta dishes, or you can custom create them to order. We serve soups, salads, sandwiches, craft beer, and wine. Grandpa Mac's been serving comfort food here in Southern Delaware for the last 3 years, making over 100 pounds of fresh pasta daily. We have a family-friendly environment and are open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. And remember, come follow the noodle to Grandpa Mac.
And welcome back to Laurel High School. Coming in off Caesar Rodney's timeout, they trail 7-0, and Coach Strickland's taking a timeout.
Great timeout by Coach Strickland. Get your guys together, regroup a little bit, and let's make sure we know what we're doing.
There was a lot of room when he cut back to this near side. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Laurel. Parker goes in motion, takes the toss. Got the corner. There's a flag on the play as he races down the sideline, but push that about. But that's coming back as there's a
number 7, Aiden Kane, matched him step for step. But man, Parker can fly. Anytime you turn that corner and outrun someone's angle, that's when you know guys could really move.
He was a track star here for Laurel last year.
He can fly.
He can.
That one's coming back, though.
Yep, 2nd penalty on the Bulldogs.
Kind of similar to their first drive. They had it going and kind of got bogged down by penalties, and then they settled up and got a steady dose of Bell up the middle. So we'll see if they're going to regroup here or if things are going to kind of fall apart on this drive.
The loss of, with the penalty takes about, they're going to lose about 15 on it. Excuse me, lose 5 on it. It's going to be a 1st and 15.
The left side of the Laurel line has been playing very, very well tonight so far.
Limehouse comes in motion. It's going to be a toss to Limehouse. Again, they're able to set that edge.
That's that same play, and they're just going to it.
Laurel, their lead blockers are getting out there, getting in front, and making and creating the path.
I mean, they set the edge and then they doubled on it and swept around it. I mean, there's not much you could do on that one.
No. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 6, gain of about 9 for Limehouse. Sun finally going down here, and time to play some night football. Under 25 to go here in the quarter, probably the last play of the quarter. Limehouse comes in motion. Shockley drops back, looks down the sideline, incomplete, intended for Niblett. But right with him was number 7, Aiden Kane. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 6. 11 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
It'll be 3rd down and 6 for the Bulldogs.
Number 9, Isaiah Miller going wide to the right. 2 wings. And Bell in the backfield. Bell looked like there may have been a miscommunication.
That's how I saw it.
Got the ball late, and it was wrapped up right away. Initially by number 50, Marcus Moore.
Those are the kind of mistakes that could derail what you got.
Sometimes cause a fumble.
Yeah, and cause a fumble and mess up the whole drive.
Joey Jones is going to let the clock run out here, Scott, and as are we. We'll be right back after this commercial timeout. Your score at the end of 1 quarter of play. Laurel 7, Caesar Rodney 0.
Here at Grandpa Mac, we've been serving the Eastern Shore since 2015. We're all about bringing you fresh, quality ingredients. We do fresh pasta, paninis, soups, and salads. We try to be all-inclusive, vegan, gluten-free options. We do a little bit of something for everybody. In the summertime, we make a little over 200 pounds of pasta a day. You can come in and buy fresh pasta. You can bring it home. We're doing curbside pickup right now. A lot of take-to-go. We even have DoorDash if you need it delivered to you. We like to bring you good food fast and not fast food. Here at Grandpa Mac, we've been serving the Eastern.
And welcome back to Laurel. Start here of the second quarter. Laurel with the ball, and they've, like we said, they've pretty much kept the Laurel or Caesar Rodney offense off the field.
And when you have a spread offense, you need your time on the field because, you know, we talked about it before. The 3 and outs is not what you want. They had a nice long drive, but you know, I feel like Laurel's just been taking over the game with their ground and pound type offense.
3rd and 6 for Laurel. We flip the field. Bulldogs be moving in from left to right. And there's a ball on the ground, fumble on the snap.
Fumble snap there, no gain on the play. CR will take over on downs.
So that was a 4th down. I thought that was a 3rd down.
Caesar Rodney gets the ball back, down 1 score, start the second quarter.
And a little better field position. Remember, they started the last drive on their 15.
A little better field position, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
1st and 10 for the Riders at their own 39-yard line. And they're back to that pistol with the up back. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. It's going to be a handoff to number 2, Vitti. And he picks up a chunk of yards there. Correction, that was 24 on the carry. Anthony Cox. A lot of juniors in this Caesar Rodney lineup.
Absolutely, and I think it bodes well for the future of Caesar Rodney. They have a lot of athletes, a lot of players that got good numbers. Timmons is a junior. I mean, they have a chance to put it together here.
2nd and call it 3. It's going to be the deep back this time, number 1, Bo Walker.
Just an.
I guess they're going to say he stripped it.
No whistle.
I heard a whistle. That's why
I didn't hear a whistle. We'll see if they can sort this out. Usually they let it go, and then they'll kind of make a decision on it. Yeah. So
I heard a whistle.
I mean, Limehouse. He looked back to see if there was a whistle, and he did, and he just kept going. So
Not sure. There's another whistle. Just that.
Nah, it looks like they're bringing it back.
Uh,
Yeah, and we got a real classic
I
Delaware
heard
Henlopen Conference game going on here tonight.
formerly known as the Henlopen Conference.
Yeah, it will always be the Henlopen
Right.
Conference. It's a Henlopen North versus Henlopen South.
I heard a whistle, Scott, right when there was a pile.
Well,
and
you rarely make mistakes, so I'm
Yeah.
going to go with that. I'm going to go with there was a whistle. He's going to say he was down. There was a whistle. Coach Jones is skeptical.
So they're going to say inadvertent whistle and a fumble.
Yeah. Wow.
I told you I thought I
You
heard
heard
one.
the whistle. You
Yeah.
did. It wasn't just in your head. So that's a turnover on a strip and
Yeah, I
a
think
recovery from Limehouse.
Right. I think when he stripped it, somebody blew a whistle.
But he blew it after the.
Must have blown it after the possession.
That was inadvertent then because he definitely shouldn't have blown it. Then.
Right.
Wow. Okay.
So Laurel ball, 1st and 10.
You might see a pass here. This is a situation where Jones has passed in the. He will come out here and throw the ball. Shockley's not afraid to throw the ball.
And he throws over the middle, boy. He'll throw a bullet.
Yeah,
that little look in they run. So 1st and 10, ball at the 40-yard line, the CR 40. And that's going to be a toss to number 7.
That's Parker.
Shakai Parker, and he's got enough for a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Shakai Parker, once he gets moving, he's young too. I mean, he's only a sophomore, and you could see he's starting to get more comfortable on the football field here. He could be a serious threat.
1st down for the Bulldogs. Ball at the 28 of Caesar Rodney.
And this is not what Caesar Rodney wanted. You do not want to give this Laurel offense too many opportunities, especially in the red zone.
It's going to be up the middle with Bell, but he's just stacked up.
Yeah, Bell bounced off his own tackle, and Caesar Rodney had time to wrap him up. Looked like maybe a broken play a little bit.
Loss of 1 on the play brings up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you got the guard pulling and the running back going in the same spot.
Laurel with the 7-0 lead here, 10:20 to play in the 1st half.
So 2nd and 10. Caesar Rodney needs a stop here. Their defense needs to help out the offense.
Shockley goes under center, split wide to both sides. Limehouse goes in motion, hand off to Bell up the middle.
Oh,
ball's on the ground. I think Caesar Rodney might have that.
Caesar Rodney recovered it. That was a really hard hit.
It was.
By number 51.
He went to spin off the hit and got hit again.
Yeah, and 55 recovered it, looks like, for Caesar Rodney. That's Peyton Wiley. 51, Stephen Davis on the hit. And we heard that up here in the press box. I mean, that was a hard hit.
He took one hit and he went to spin and got hit again. That was when.
Yeah, and the ball came out.
So 1st and 10, ball at the 35. 1st and 10 for the Riders.
So the team's trading
penalties and turnovers.
So we'll see if Caesar Rodney can capitalize here. That's the stand that defense needed. And is that a signature moment for the Caesar Rodney defense?
9:54 to play here in the 1st half. And they go 2 receivers to the far side. It's going to be a toss to, is that number 5, Bay?
Yeah, it's 5, Bay.
And he's going to be close to a 1st down for the Riders.
That's Kassan Bay, and he's another athlete that they have that could fly. I mean, he gets out on the outside and making things happen. That's a 1st down.
I tell you what, Coach Strickland really distributes the ball around this offense.
And I'm not crazy about that play. You split 2 to the near side, and then you sweep into it, but it worked. Picked up 10. I guess when you have someone that can run like that, it helps.
It's going to be number 24 on the carry, Cox. Picks up a couple on the play, brings up 2nd down.
A little quick hitter up the middle, test the center of the defensive line. Baynard on the tackle again.
Gain of 2 on the play, brings up 2nd and 8.
Baynard's going to be a force to be reckoned with, only a sophomore for the next few years for the Laurel Bulldogs.
Playing right over the ball.
He's an absolute problem on the defensive line that you have to deal with on every play. I really thought CR was going to throw the ball more. I'm really surprised.
Bring in motion and flood the near side. There's a toss again to Bay. But that's sniffed out. Number 3 comes up. That is
3 and
Asante
4.
Laughlin.
Yeah, and that's number 4 for Laurel, Isaiah Johnson, along with Laughlin. And you saw the adjustment. They really ran the same play back to this side. Right. Two receivers split out and swept into it, but
tell you what, Laurel,
the D-backs just came up with support on that play.
Let's see if they make any type of change off that, because Laurel is selling out to stop the run right now, stop that edge run.
That's why I'd like to see some more quick hitter stuff over the center. I mean, over the middle, some slants.
3rd and 10.
I'm not calling the plays up any so.
And there's that was 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Wow.
Flag on the play against Riders.
It's going to be a delay of game. I'll see Rodney.
5 yards, make it 3rd and 15 from the 35 yards.
They're saying it was a clock malfunction. That's not great.
So 3rd and 15 for the Riders. Play action, rolls to the right, turns it up. This kid's got some speed, Scott. Timmons slides, but he slides short of the first down.
Not by much. I think they're going to go for it. I was a little nervous when he slid. I thought someone hit him up high.
So it's going to be either a long one, or it looks like maybe 2. But it's going to be 4th down, just shy of the 50-yard line.
What do you think? I'd run something again with Timmons.
He has got some speed.
Looks like they're asking about the play, the center. It looks like it's going to be number 5 up the middle.
He's going to go under center.
Yeah. That's not good. Looks like a
bad snap.
Bad snap.
So that's going to be turnover on downs. Laurel gets the ball at the Cesar Rodney 48.
They talked about it, and then they mishandled it. I thought that was a real opportune moment for
yeah, I did too.
Rodney.
But yeah, then again, you got a kid that he's going shotgun all game.
Yeah, that's why.
And you ask him to get up under center. They lose a yard on the play.
4th and 1, yeah.
Cape and Lopin leads Del Castle 14-0. And Indian River leads St. Elizabeth 7-0.
Cape 2-0 for the first time since 2014. Looking to go 3-0. The first time in
they'll have Lake Forest?
A while.
Next week?
Yeah.
Shockey drops back, looking down the side.
Ooh,
and that's
good D.
off the fingertips.
That's 18 on the coverage for Cesar Rodney. That's Carl Ingram, a freshman. Good coverage. And that's kind of what we thought we were going to see on the last drive.
That was 8 or 9 Miller.
Yeah.
Or no,
For
Cannon
Laurel.
Thompson, Laurel, yeah.
Yeah, we thought they were going to throw in the last series.
18 was in his hip pocket.
He was. That young man had great coverage.
Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs.
That's sometimes they try and pick on the freshman defensive back and throw at him, but number 18 was game. I mean, Carl Ingram, he was right there.
Hand off to Bell, and he might have a first down. He does. Hits and spins.
Man, Bell runs hard.
And gets the first down. Yeah, he runs downhill.
And he's saying he wants to eat. Give him the ball.
And a flag.
Yeah, they didn't like that.
That was a gain of 10 yards. We'll see what that flag was on.
Yeah, that's going to be unsportsmanlike.
Yeah.
They're cracking down on that, huh?
Unsportsmanlike Laurel, that's a killer. He just had was probably going to be what was a measurement, and now it's coming back 15 yards.
I think he directed that towards the bench. That's why they called that.
Look over your shoulder. The white hat was right there.
I know, exactly, yeah.
So that's going to bring up a 2nd and...
Great run by Bell, though.
Okay, so they're saying he got the first down.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be 1st and 10.
Yeah. Coach Jones asked what he did, and he said.
Said something he shouldn't have, I'm sure.
And he was doing the eat. Feed me.
Bell up the middle.
It was a dead ball foul then.
He's going to gain about 4 or 5 on the play, bring up second down.
That looks like number 70 on the tackle for, 70 on the tackle for CR.
Deron Young,
Deron Young, sophomore. You're right there, young Benny. They have young players all over the field. Really, and this isn't quite the first half I thought we were going to have. I thought we were going to have
a little more scoring.
A lot more scoring, but both teams' offenses have been bogged down by mistakes.
That's Bell again. No, that's the keeper by Shockley. He's got the first down.
That's 13, Parker Smith on the tackle, junior. I like that. They fake it to Bell up the middle, and then Shockley follows him right through the hole. He goes from a primary to a lead blocker. Bell does.
First down, ball at inside the 40 at the 39-yard line of Cesar Rodney. 7-0 is your score. Laurel with the lead on the 5-yard touchdown run by Pat Bell back in the first quarter. It's going to be Bell again, this time stacked up at the line.
We haven't seen much Limehouse today running the ball.
Early on we did.
Early on we saw a couple sweeps by him on that first drive. He picked up big yardage. But since then, it's been primarily Bell.
And we're going to take a timeout. Laurel, Scott, we're going to take one with them. We'll be back. Your score, Laurel 7, Cesar Rodney 0.
I would always pass by Ferris on Kirkwood Highway, so I knew that they existed. We stopped in the showroom. We just clicked, like from day one. They did a total kitchen renovation for us. Ferris was so organized. They were on top of everything from day one. Always here when they said they would be, always on time, kept to the schedule. The level of comfort speaking to everyone that works at Ferris, they were just super friendly, easy to talk to. It was like they were friends, not, people coming to work on our kitchen. The room is totally transformed from what it used to look like. To have all the seating now and the big table, the bench seats, it's great. I love coming home and just walking through the laundry room into the kitchen every day. It was just a great experience. We love Ferris. I would always...
And welcome back to Schallenberger Field here in Laurel. 2nd and 9 for the Bulldogs. Coming off the timeout by head coach Joey Jones. 5:20 to play here in the half. And back to the toss sweep.
Parker's got the corner.
And hit and driven out of bounds into the kicker's net. And kind of stuck in the kicker's net.
Yeah, he looks like he's okay, though. I thought maybe they were going to throw a flag for late push out of bounds, but I think Parker just got the edge. He gets there so fast.
1st and 10 for Laurel.
At the 27-yard line.
Laurel back on the march.
Well, they went back to what that sweep, and they've had no trouble getting the edge tonight. Limehouse in motion. It's going to be a toss to Limehouse. He's turned back up to the inside this time.
Yeah, good job by the CR end. Let's see who that was.
Should be 0, no, but it's not.
On the other side, it was 52.
Right. Yeah, he just penetrated a little bit that time and turned it back in.
And they doubled him. 2 Niblett tried to double him with 72, and they tried to push him, and he turned it back, just like you said, Ben. He turned it right back up, and good play by Cesar Rodney.
2nd and 10 for Laurel. Ball on the 27. And back to the toss sweep again. This one they don't turn up. He splits them that time. And he's going to be tackled inbounds by number 11, Tyshawn Allen.
And that's 2 Elijah Niblett on the run.
So that time he just split. He was able to turn it back to the inside, but Niblett just splits the 2 defenders and gets the first down.
Yeah, and Laurel seems like on this drive, the speed sweep has really been running good.
And Limehouse in motion, hand off.
That's Bell.
To Bell, and he's just running for the sideline, and he's going to get another Laurel first down.
Yeah, it's 39 on the tackle for Cesar Rodney. We're going to call that Logan Heffington.
So in the red zone, gets it back down to the 4. First and goal for the Bulldogs.
A score here with 3 minutes and change left could be a big momentum swing for Laurel.
Yeah,
I mean it's only 7-0. I mean, this game's anyone's to be won now.
Ball on the ground. They're going to say Laurel recovers
it. Laurel has it. That was a missed snap.
I think that's our third one of the night between the two teams.
Yeah. I mean, Shockley was definitely going to sneak it there. That's definitely his territory. So we'll see if they come back to it. Try and get the snap cleaned up.
No gain on the play, no loss. It's going to be second and goal from the 4.
I like that Coach Jones doesn't even ask what happened. He just calls the next play.
Yeah. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's just move on.
And Laurel, like I said, just with Caesar Rodney's had, 3 possessions? One of them was a 2-play possession. So they're keeping the Caesar Rodney offense off the field.
They really are. They've kept him off the field the whole game so far. It's a draw.
And it's going to be
he's in.
The same play they ran earlier with Shockley. And he's got the touchdown.
Yeah, CR is saying the same thing I'm saying. There was a ref right next to the play, and he didn't call it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
I've never understood why the far side guy he got in, but why is that guy way over there to make the call?
Yeah, I don't know why that guy's calling it.
So on the kick, number 10, Lopez Vasquez, as the Bulldogs, they go up 2 scores here.
So CR is going to get the ball back with 2 and change. 2:40 left, so we'll see if they can get their offense going with the opportunity they have.
Yeah, that thing was good from about 35.
I watched him kick it in pregame. He's got a leg on him.
So, folks, with 2:49 to play here in the first half, it's Laurel 14, Caesar Rodney 0. We'll be right back after this commercial timeout.
Prevent unwanted house guests from invading your home. With cold weather coming, overwintering pests are headed inside. If you're not proactive, you could be left with a pest problem.
Expertise is needed to inspect, identify a problem, and offer environmentally sound solutions like active pest solutions.
Prevention is the key to stopping cluster flies, stink bugs, crickets, and mice from entering your home. Protect your home with a proactive pest plan. Contact Active Pest Solutions, your local pest expert.
For more information, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
And welcome back to Laurel High School. 14-0 is your score with the Bulldogs in front. 2:49 to play here in the first half.
Yeah, really, Laurel's just hanging around, and that touchdown kind of changes the tone a little bit to go up 2 scores, and we'll see if Caesar Rodney can answer here. They're going to need to at least put together a good drive. You do not want to give the ball back to Laurel this half and going down 3 scores. So we'll see if Caesar Rodney can put together a nice little drive here to keep the Bell and company off the field.
Going to be taken by number 5, Bay, and he's found some running room down the right side. And he's got one guy to beat, and he's going to get shoved out of bounds. But that's going to be great field position with short time left here.
And that is just what the doctor ordered for Caesar Rodney Riders.
Got a couple update scores. Lake Forest, they trail Red Lions 6-0. Caraval leads Howard 14-12, and Cape and Lopen up on Del Castle 21-0. So first down at the 24 of Laurel for the Caesar Rodney Riders.
Big play by Caesar Rodney on the kick return. It puts them right back in the mix, Benny.
Right, I think they could score here and go down a touchdown.
And Caesar Rodney has players that could break big plays, so you can't count them out when it's only a 2-score game.
He has Kane out on the left side. And Kane going to go down inside to the 14.
Kane with the vicious
stiff arm swipe.
Yeah. Fortunately, Asante Laughlin ducked that one.
Right, he's able to get to the one leg.
He was able to get to the single leg and take him down.
Gain of 9 on the play brings up 2nd and 1.
So we'll see what CR's got going here. I mean, this is a pivotal moment in the game if they can respond after the 2-score differential.
It's going to be up the middle, 24. Anthony Cox, and I think he's got enough for the first down.
Yeah, and that looks like, I think that's his first carry of the night. They're bringing
he had a couple in the last series.
They're bringing him in here towards second quarter.
So in the red zone, ball at the 11. Now they're going to say it's at the 10. First and goal from the 10.
So they got 4 plays. They got a minute 54.
Well, the referee's going to get together.
And we're going to say it is 4-down territory if, in fact, it's 1st and 10. He's asking about the spot.
Well, here's the problem. If they move it back, they've already moved the down markers.
Nah, they're good.
Okay, so they are going to move it back. They're going to call it 1st and 10 from the 11. Timmons takes the snap, rolls to his right, has a man open. That's number 7, Kane, turns the corner, touchdown, Caesar Rodney.
I love that play. I love that play for Caesar Rodney. I mean, you use your height, you use the stuff you have to your advantage. You get Timmons with a roll out. He's got the ball high, his head's up. He hits Kane in stride in the flat. I mean, that's strength to strength. That's a good play.
So Caesar Rodney scores with a minute 42 to go. And I mean, we've been talking about just what you needed. That's what they needed. They needed to score before they went into the half.
Yeah, that is absolutely what they needed. And you did not want to go in down 2 full scores. So this puts them right back in the mix. I mean, you're going to give them the ball back with a minute 42.
Looks like they're missing a player.
Uh-oh.
They're going to have to call a timeout. They're missing a player on the field.
Just one.
Yep.
Just short one. It's
Yeah.
all right.
So we'll stay here with the timeout. So Scott, the first quarter we before the game we thought, well, we're going to have fireworks here. We didn't, and now we're here in the last 3 minutes of the game, or last 3 minutes of the first half.
Yeah, really good drive by Caesar Rodney, and they took advantage of Kassan Bey's really nice return.
Right.
And for a second, we thought he was going to break it. He had a beautiful line down the sideline. He kind of got pushed out at the last second, but Caesar Rodney really responded well. And you said you were talking to the kids a little bit, and they believe they're due. They believe that they're due for a win. So win, lose, or draw tonight, if they can show that'd take them in a long direction and where they're trying to go.
On the kick, we'll say number 49, Brody Hinkle, freshman. High snap, gets it down, kick is up, and it's good. 14-7, folks. We'll be right back after this commercial timeout.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Fish On in the Villages of 5 Points. Come check us out. Fish On is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine in a cool atmosphere with a happening bar, spacious dining room, and outside patio. Popular dishes include the seafood stew and fresh oysters from the raw bar. Fish On's recently renovated event room and is the perfect spot for your next event. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points, open 7 days a week, best happy hour around. See you soon.
And welcome back to Laurel High School. Caesar Rodney gets on the board. It's 14-7, minute 43 to play here in the first half. The Riders will be kicking it off. Back deep, Limehouse, and I believe that's Bell.
Burton and X back to receive the
Yep, Burton.
So we got ourselves a game here. 14-7.
High kick down the middle of the field. It's going to be taken about the 12, but fumbled. And then here come the Riders and pick up a maybe 5 on the return.
Riders did a good job. They were very disciplined, stayed in their lane.
Yeah, a lot of times when you get a mishandle like that, cause you to leave your lane and go on the attack. They did not. A couple of their gunners got down there to the ball, and then the rest of the Riders got there and finished it up. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Laurel. Minute 35. Does Joey Jones go for a score here, or does he just take his 7-point lead into the half?
I mean, just from what I've seen, he's just going to keep doing the same thing. I mean, he's going to keep running the ball down their throat.
1st and 10. Ball at the 22-yard line. And it's going to be tossed here to the near side.
Oh.
That's going to be number 7, Parker, on the carry. He's got enough for a first down.
Parker just has that look like he could break something at any time. I mean, when you start, we said it before on his one of his previous runs, when you start to outrun guys that have the angle on you,
Right.
that means you can fly.
So 1st and 10 for Laurel at their own 34. And Caesar Rodney, they're going to have to go in halftime and figure out this toss sweep, what they're going to do to, because Laurel's just gotten the edge every single time.
Really, they need linebacker support.
Another toss to Miller. Man, hit and ridden out of bounds. Now they're going to say state inbounds. Hit by number 7, Kane.
That's one of the things we have seen with Laurel, though. Once they feel something starts to work, they just keep going at it.
Well, Laurel's calling a timeout. We're going to stay here with it.
Yeah, once they kind of sense like a little bit of a weakness, they'll start really going at it. But I really think what Caesar Rodney needs to do is their ends are doing a good job of getting upfield and turning them in, but their linebackers need to fill.
Yeah, they're just not getting there in time, right?
Yeah, and really Laurel's not throwing anything over the middle, so I mean those linebackers could definitely fill when they see that tackle block out. They should fill that hole. Call it. I think that's the 8 hole.
Pickup of 7 on the play. Oh, wing T terminology.
Yeah, there you go.
I can still picture that number board.
Yeah, in the 8 hole, son. Get over there.
Haven't seen that board in 40 years, and I can picture it.
Yeah, there you go.
So coming off the Laurel timeout, both teams with 2 left.
My coach always told me, don't think, Camera. Just fill the hole. Yeah.
Gives me a headache when you
Stop thinking. Just play.
And Shockley going to drop back and pass. And is it completion?
Yeah, they're calling it.
They're calling a complete pass. 1st down for Laurel.
Yeah, and that's a 7. Shockley to Parker, 1st down, Benny. Wow.
That's that little look in they run. They ran out against Sussex Central.
Parker's become a bigger part of the offense.
Limehouse in motion. There's a toss of Limehouse. Missed tackle in the backfield.
Pancake block.
And he's got another Laurel 1st down.
That's 47 that finally brought him down for Caesar Rodney. Mason Boyles. Wow. Pancake block on the edge. That was 63 with the big block for Laurel.
Looking to pass again. Under some pressure.
Shockley elusive.
And he's going to get sacked. He might pick up a yard there.
Looks like 44 brought him down. There's a flag on the field. Laundry, blither in the field. Holding.
Caesar Rodney was screaming for a hold early and all that.
That's right. That's the key. You got to start calling early for it, yeah. Before it even happens. You got to yell, holding.
And it's going to be a hold.
That was right at the point of attack, right where Shockley was trying to go, yeah. That's when they always call it, right when it's at the point of attack. The backside they never call.
So back him up 10. It's going to bring up 1st and about 19.
Yeah, that was 44. Carter Stump with the tackle for Caesar Rodney. 12 brought Shockley down.
46 seconds to play here in the 1st half. Shockley goes to the shotgun. Drops back, looks to his left, runs back up the middle. He is sacked, and there's a bunch of guys on that one.
Yeah, 51, 55, 52. That's Tanner Smith.
Stephen Davis.
Marcus Moore. 50, 51, 52.
And Jones going to take another timeout. We'll just stay right here as we wind down.
I'll tell you what.
24 seconds.
I thought he was just going to run it out and say, hey, look, let's go in up 14-7, but he is not.
You know what he's thinking? CR gets the ball to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, he's thinking, let me try and get one here. He's going to see if he could dial something up.
So Caesar Rodney's starting to almost like, they're playing in spurts right now, Scott.
They really are. I mean, Caesar Rodney, this I've seen them a lot over the last 3 years. I want to say this is one of the better games that I've seen them play.
Caravel 21, Howard 12. Big class AA game up in Newcastle County. Laurel did an excellent job in the 1st half of limiting the CR possessions. They kept the offense off the field. It was a big kick return that set up that touchdown.
Yeah, really, and you saw from that what CR can do with a short field. I mean, I finally saw, some of what I've seen out of Timmons earlier with that rollout. Really picture perfect. He had the ball up on his ear. I mean, real nice.
Shockley goes under center this time. And he's going to look out to his right. He's under some more pressure. Sacked by number 52, Tanner Smith.
Tanner Smith has been in on the last few plays. He's starting to feel it, Benny. Caesar Rodney defensive line is starting to take over the game a little bit here. We thought maybe we'd see some good play from their defensive line, and we're starting to see it a little bit here.
And Coach Jones, he's going to let the clock run out and get in the locker room, reassess, and come back for the third. So, folks,
he thought about it for a minute. He thought about it for a minute, and he said, hey, we're going to run this out,
Folks, enjoy our halftime, coming up at that Soto halftime show. But first, Week 1's top 10 plays of the week.
I'm Scott Kammerer, president of Sodell Concepts, the best restaurant group in the state, and we're inviting you to come join our team. Sodell Concepts is a growing hospitality company with 16 restaurants and a variety of other hospitality businesses, all located in beautiful southern Delaware. We have recently added many departments to our executive leadership team, including a training department, a property development department, and a construction department. We invite you to come live at the beach and work with a growing restaurant group with many opportunities to advance your career. Sodell Concepts Restaurant Group, come check us out.
Couldn't be more excited about having our show here held at the Buffalo Wild Wings and Christiana location here on Route 7, brand new location. They moved here from Limestone Road, and it's going to be the new home of 302 Sports Week. I'm going to recap some local, college, and professional stuff. It's time for everybody's favorite part of the day, top 5 plays. Here we go. Stanley, your number 1 play from AI, 76-yard punt return. We got ourselves the quality cam here on the sideline. It's awesome to watch from this angle, to be honest with you. And watch, whoa, going up. He went to 412. He left the first there at 4-4. I mean, those ups right there are. You can't eat this stuff up.
Looking to stay cool this summer?
At Barclay Heating and Air, we're dedicated to keeping your home comfortable year-round.
Family owned and operated, we provide trusted residential heating and cooling services to customers across central Delaware. Our experienced technicians offer reliable maintenance and repairs on all major brand HVAC systems. From air conditioners and ductless systems to heat pumps and furnaces, we also sell and install top-quality units. No matter your needs, we're committed to getting the job done right with honest and timely service you can count on. Invested in our community, we're proud to help families in more ways than one, sponsoring and donating to many local programs and organizations throughout the area for dependable HVAC services. Give us a shout or a bark at Barclay Heating and Air.
I'm Chef Hari Cameron. At Grandpa Mac, pasta's our thing. We serve quality food fast that's not fast food. We make everything in-house and serve something for everyone. We're open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. Follow the noodle to Grandpa Mac.
You've probably seen this a lot, but not all pest solutions come from a can. At Active Pest Solutions, we don't spray and pray. Professionalism and continuing education sets us apart.
We are Quality Pro certified, the mark of excellence in pest management.
And we have an associate certified entomologist on staff,
providing environmentally sound solutions to our customers.
Our proactive pest plan offers the best pledge guarantee in the industry. We do what others don't.
Active Pest Solutions. Call or visit us online today. It's active without the E.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy,
but have you tried Premier?
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Surf Bagel has served the community in Delaware for over 20 years, providing fresh, hot bagels, breakfast sandwiches, lunch sandwiches, wraps, salads, local coffee and smoothies, and our iconic merch. Welcome to Surf Bagel. We're stoked to serve you.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
High Five Hospitality.
And welcome to the Soto Concepts halftime show, brought to you by Surf Bagel. Our halftime stats added up by Dave Marvel. And Scott, I'm going to go through them in a second, but we look at these stats and we think, wow, this game should be 28-0, not 14-7. So Cesar Rodney, total yardage in the first half, 95, 65 rushing, 30 through the air. And Scott, they're just starting to get heated up through the air. We're seeing that right now. They have one turnover. For Laurel, 217 yards of total offense, 205 of that's on the ground, and 12 yards passing and the one turnover. So we're kind of see what we thought the ground and pound game out of Laurel, but CR made them do things they weren't comfortable doing there at the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, and that was really the first time I've seen that. Is Laurel really looked like they were a little nervous, probably isn't the right word, because they're back-to-back
uncomfortable,
defending
definitely.
state champ. But uncomfortable is probably the best way to say it. Is they got a little bit they came out, they're like, man, I think we need to put another score on the board because CR is going to get the ball. So, and then they tried, and they kind of got shut down with a couple sacks and a couple other things. They're like, you know what, we're just going to run out and go into the halftime. But this is a 14-7 game. I mean, it's a one-score game, and CR has got to be happy about that. And what Laurel doesn't want is CR just hanging around.
Absolutely.
Because you got guys that can absolutely score, that can break it open. I mean, Elijah Odom, Maxwell Vitti. I mean, Aiden Kane. You got guys that can break some stuff open. And I was actually surprised. I haven't really seen Timmons run, but he can run.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a little more Timmons here in the second half.
Yeah, I like that. I like that draw.
Let's see how we got to 14-7. Patrick Bell scores from 5 yards out with 8:05 to play in the first quarter, and then it's not till 2:49 in the second quarter when Kobe Shockley goes 3 yards for a touchdown, and we think, hey, we're going to go in the half 14-0, but no, number 5, Kaisam Bay with the big kick return gives Cesar Rodney the short field, and then it's a touchdown pass from Timmons to Kane from 11 yards out with 1:42 to play in the half, and Cesar Rodney cuts the score in half. Let's look at some of the leaders for the game. Patrick Bell, 13 carries, 89 yards. Limehouse, 7 for 64, and Parker, 4 for 43. Odom has 3 catches, or he has 3 for 35 for Cesar Rodney. For receiving for Cesar Rodney, Kane, 4 catches for 20 yards. Parker, 1 for 12. Shockley is 1 of 3 for 12. Timmons, I told you, if he can start getting above 50%, he's 6 of 7 with 30 yards and a touchdown. I think we're going to see a lot more Julius Timmons here in the second half.
I mean, I feel like that too, Benny. I feel like, hey man, you got weapons. Let's use them, and I think they're going to go vertical. I would, if I was Coach Strickland, I'd come out here and go vertical and see what could happen. Hey, listen, you won 1 game, right, in the past 2 years, and you're 0-2. Let's throw it around. Let's see what can happen. Let's get the ball into some of my playmakers' hands, and you know, we're playing on the road, big crowd. We're playing Laurel. I know they're a division below them, but you know, I mean, they have a legitimate, really good football program here. So this will go a long way towards having his kids and the people in the building believe in them, you know, and believe in what they're doing. So, you know, we'll see what they can put together here. You know, and on the flip side, what's Laurel need to do? You know, more what they do
get a stop here to start, and then do what they do. Choose 7-8 minutes off the clock, whether they score or not. Keep the Cesar Rodney offense off the field, because we're starting to see, after that kick return, after that touchdown, that defense changed. They let up a couple long runs on the edge, but they changed. So I think they just need to go back to Bell up the middle, and then again run those speed sweeps, run those toss sweeps, and maybe get a score on the first drive. If not, you know, at least choose some time off the clock and make Cesar Rodney work a full field. Cesar Rodney shows so far has not shown that they can go the full length of the field.
And one of the defining moments really in that last drive was that sack where CR had 3 guys in on the sack. So that means all those guys are hungry and playing hard. So that bodes well for CR here in the second half.
So your score, folks, at the half: Laurel 14, Cesar Rodney 7. Let's go back with some of the updated scores we have. I'm going to get a check on that IR St. Elizabeth game. Indian River, third quarter, still leads St. Elizabeth 7-0 in the start of the third quarter, and St. Elizabeth has the ball. And the Riders coming back up on the field. Some other scores to check on. Caravel leads Howard 28-12. Last we heard, Cape was up on Del Castle 21-0. And the last score we got was Red Lions 6, Lake Forest 0. Okay. And here comes Laurel. So I think the fans are ready. Scott,
I love it.
Strap in for I think it's going to be a hard-hitting, explosive second half.
I mean, we said it was going to be an exciting game, and the score isn't quite what I thought it was going to be. But these two teams they're coming to play.
Yeah, you look at the yardage, and you're thinking right now, well, you're looking Laurel maybe up 3-4 TDs, but that's not the situation. One touchdown game right now. And
yeah, Laurel really got bogged down a couple times, couple turnovers. I think we had a couple series where there was back-to-back penalties, back-to-back turnovers.
Right.
So, I mean, that was a real –
that led to no scores.
That led to no scores, yeah. But Cesar Rodney absolutely capitalized off of that long run, and that was Kassam Bay. I thought was going to take it all the way, but he got pushed out of bounds, I think about the 20.
Right. All excited, Scott. Got my tailgate and stuff ready for the first Delaware home game tomorrow. Yeah.
St. Francis.
St. Francis, yeah.
Now, what do you think about Delaware and playing Penn State and
the money game? That was the multi-million-dollar loss.
Yeah, it's like Appalachian State
right.
taking a beating from Michigan, or actually they beat them.
They beat them once, yeah.
But do you think that they're going to move up in divisions, Delaware?
I hope not, because that means the ticket prices
are
going to go up.
Yeah.
But the team that they, those FBS teams are getting. I mean, North Dakota State has annually knocked off an FCS team.
Yeah.
Now you got South Dakota State getting tough. They're the defending national champs, and Montana. So, yeah, I hope Delaware doesn't go up. I mean, we're not kind of like in the area. You only got the closest. Philly is your closest airport. So, how do you attract somebody to Newark? From Florida.
I could see them in the ACC.
Yeah.
I could see
especially if the ACC starts to split up.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I think that they could step up and be in the ACC. I think that would be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they think of themselves academically like on par with some of those
right.
schools, So maybe that would be a nice a segue into it. We'll see. I know that they're interested in pursuing
a lot
more
money,
revenue.
A lot more money comes with it, absolutely.
Yeah, I think they're interested in pursuing the revenue.
I sit on the 50, so I can't imagine what my ticket price is going to go to.
You might get grandfathered in.
I have 4 tickets, so I'm going to have to drop 2 of them. Have my son pay for his own or something. I don't know.
You got time. I think you got a few years. Plus, this is just my stupid idea. So.
Right.
But what do you think about the St. Francis game?
I think Delaware. That's who Delaware beat in the playoffs last year. I think Delaware still has a quarterback, not controversy, but battle going on. So once Delaware settles in, they're going back to the good run game. They had back in the 80s and 90s, and strong defense. Of course, it didn't really show up last week playing against number 8 Penn State.
Nothing really showed up too good against Penn State.
No. Well, the one touchdown, the long run. Cape 35, Del Castle 0. That game's under a running clock. But no running clock here, not so far. 14-7's our game, and we said coming in, I talked to both coaches. Both coaches thought this was going to be a close game.
Who's Cape playing, Del Castle?
Del Castle, yeah, AA Del Castle. They have Lake Forest next week, I think on the road.
We're going to say Billy Colick is our remote commentator.
Oh, is he chatting?
He's sending us the scores.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah.
They play tomorrow. Milford plays tomorrow at William Penn. Noon kickoff. That's going to be an interesting game. Interesting is Milford, they don't play many noon games, and they're going to be playing on grass. So here we go, ready to kick off the second half. Put 12 minutes on the board. And the big kick is away. It's going to go up to number 44, Carter Stump. And it's going to go nowhere, but it's going to be 1st and 10.
And that's Stump's first carry.
Right.
He's primarily a middle linebacker and an up guy. But in high school, you're an up guy. You could get the ball a lot.
That's right. Very few teams have kickers that can kick it through. So that ball's going to be right on the 35. 1st and 10 for the Caesar Rodney Riders. Scott, let's see if they come out as hot as they left at the half. And they're going to go 2 by 2. They're going to spread it out with Bay in the backfield.
Yeah, I like to see him throw the ball here.
Bay goes in motion. There'll be a little bubble screen, but it's going to be incomplete. They're going to say backwards pass. I thought that was a forward pass.
That is not what they were thinking. Wow. Holy cow.
So right away, turnover.
Wow.
For Laurel.
That is not what we saw coming.
So they're going to take over ball at the 24.
Kudos to the Laurel defense for knowing right away what was going on. They did not hesitate.
Cover that anyways.
Cover it anyways. That's good coaching.
Miller goes in motion, catch the toss. And going to be pulled down by number 11, Tayshawn Allen. Oh, that's Parker on the carry. Brings up 2nd down.
Man, what a surprise. First play of the second half. Backwards pass. Laurel recovers. Not at all what we were expecting.
Well, I don't think it was intended to be a backwards pass because he wasn't looking to throw. He was looking to turn and run. But end up on his back shoulder. Gain of 3 on the play brings up 2nd and 7. And it's going to be a speed sweep with Limehouse.
Wow, Limehouse tiptoes in.
He's going to say out at the 1.
Out at the 1.
So ball on the 1, 1st and goal.
Limehouse just knows how to put his shoulder down and looks for contact. I'm going to have to watch that. I thought I guess he's out at the 1.
Yeah. And then they're going to have them out at the 2. So 1st and goal from the 2.
Now, is this Bell territory or Shockley territory?
Either one.
I think Bell's 2 to 5 yards and Shockley's 1 and under. Yeah, there you go.
And they give the Bell. Jump cuts in the end zone. Touchdown, Laurel.
I love Bell's jump cut. He can get side to side in a hurry. Yeah, Bell territory.
Touchdown
Absolutely.
for the Bulldogs. They go up 20-7.
What a quick turn of events. The Laurel fans are loving it.
They are. On the kick, Lopez Vasquez.
A lot of woos and a lot of cowbells on the Laurel side after that touchdown.
Lopez Vasquez on to attempt the extra point.
Snaps good, holds down, kicks up, and it's good, and it's deep. And we're going to go to commercial timeout to score. Laurel 21, Caesar Rodney 7. We'll be right back after this commercial timeout.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Surf Bagel has served the community in Delaware for over 20 years, providing fresh, hot bagels, breakfast sandwiches, lunch sandwiches, wraps, salads, local coffee and smoothies, and our iconic merch. Welcome to Surf Bagel. We're stoked to serve you.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
And welcome back to Laurel. 21-7 is your score.
Yeah, we're going to have to go back and check that, Benny, and see what we think about that backwards pass.
Yeah,
it could have gone either way. It's probably a bang play.
He threw it back shoulder, and I don't think it was intended to be a backwards pass. By the way, Indian River now up 14-6, early third quarter on St. Elizabeth. So
I bet he was supposed to lead them, obviously. You know.
But the two officials looked at each other and conferred it. So,
I mean, this has been a really well officiated game. So, I mean, we'll have to give them the benefit.
So
of the
far
doubt.
this year, I've been
really
pleased with officiating.
Really excellent officiating across the board. And I say that mainly because I don't want to officiate.
Right, yeah. And that's going to be number 2, Vitti taking it. And he's going to pick up about 10 on the return. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Riders at their own 40.
So let's try this again, CR, and see what we got. A little better field possession. Let's see if they go vertical. 21-7. 3 excellent.
Well, we saw at the end of the first half, you talked about Timmons being able to get out and be an athlete. And, they've had trouble getting the edge with their running backs. Timmons, when they run those defenders off, has some running room. Now they go with 2 backs in the backfield. And they're going to pick up a maybe 1 on the play.
Yeah, I always say that about that 2-back shotgun. Why?
Walker on the carry.
Like you don't really get a lead blocker out of it, and like you do a traditional power eye.
Well, and you're kind of showing you're going to run the ball.
And you're showing you're going to run the ball, and I don't know.
2nd and 8 for the Riders. Timmons drops back, has a man open. That's number 2, Vitti. And
let's see where they first down.
Yeah, I think they got a first down. First down for the Riders.
That's what I like out of the CR and the Riders. I like that kind of stuff.
But and Julius Timmons, but he's got some zip on the ball too.
He does, and let him throw the ball. Let's see, let's see him throw it around. Put it in Vitti's hands.
Pistol formation.
Put it in Kane's
receivers
hands.
Wide to both sides. And it's going to be a handoff to number 1, Walker. And he's going to pick up about 4 on the play.
Yeah, and 34 tripped him up. Blake Hudson.
He's going to bring up a 2nd and 7. And they split out 2 by 2 in the pistol. Timmons takes the shotgun snap. Under some pressure.
Wow.
Rolls out, throws, has number 7.
He's completed.
Kane is completed. Pick up of about 3 or 4 on the play.
We haven't seen a lot of drop passes here tonight. When he gets the ball in their hands, they're making plays on it.
It'll be about a 3rd and 4. Yeah, he completed 6 of 7 in the first half.
I like what I've seen out of the CR offense. I just don't feel like I've seen a ton of it.
Now we got some confusion.
Looks like they switched the play. They always worry about illegal formation there. Over through 7. Looks like it just sailed on him a little bit. The nose of that ball got up. Came out of his hand, not great.
Let's see if Strickland's going to roll the dice here.
Why not,
4th
right?
and 4. Yeah, you're down by 2 scores.
Well. What are you calling that he's on?
The ball?
Yeah.
Looks like the 48. No, 43, I'm sorry. So 4th and 4 in Laurel territory. And both his incompletions have been just a little high.
Yeah, Laurel's got a 3-man front, and they walk up a DN that's standing up here. Now they got a timeout.
Well, Laurel takes a timeout. We're going to stay right here. They were getting close to a penalty. We'll stay right here with us. Again, we're seeing
it's
this passing game with Caesar Rodney. I'll be now a little bit under pressure. He had to get that ball out there, and probably really didn't have his feet. Even with his feet not set, he zipped that thing out there to
He's got plenty of arm to get the ball everywhere it needs to go.
Laurel defense bringing pressure that time. We have not seen a lot of that.
Yeah, and he eluded the sack there, and he had big pressure really, and the back picked it up. So I mean, it was how they drew it up.
Red Lion, Lake Forest, 6-6.
Mount Pleasant, 28-26, coming from the Colic House.
From the Milford Pipeline?
Milford Pipeline.
So here we go, 4th and 4. Riders going for it. We haven't seen a punt this game.
No punts. My kind of game. Oh, look out.
And he's sacked.
Man. What a play.
Big blitz coming from Xavier Limehouse.
Xavier Limehouse just finds ways to be where he needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
He just makes plays. We said that in the beginning of the game. He's the motor that makes this team run.
Turnover on downs with 8:35 to play here in the third quarter, and the Riders, they cannot give up a score here, and Laurel's got it in plus territory.
You know, I was thinking, why is Laurel calling a timeout in this situation? They just wanted to make sure they dialed up what they needed. He could have just yelled Xavier blitz. You know?
Right. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. And it's going to be up the middle of Patrick Bell.
Oh, that's a
problem.
problem.
He puts his head down. He's got the first down. And we have a player down.
Patrick Bell gets a 10-yard running start. He's running somebody over.
Well, we're going to take a timeout with us, Scott, to score. Laurel 21, Caesar Rodney 7.
Turn your vision into a reality with Capstone Homes Design Center, bringing personalization, luxury, and quality all into one location, where you'll meet with our certified design consultant that'll show you exactly what you're choosing, so you can make the best choice for you when designing your new home. From first home to vacation houses, we build and design homes for everyone. Set up your appointment now and design your dream home today at Capstone Homes.
And welcome back. William Mitchell for Laurel, able to walk off the field under his own power. Indian River and St. Elizabeth all knotted up at 14.
That's a game. Are they playing down there?
No, they're playing up in Abyssinia. Handoff to
They did a good job
Bell.
of that stadium.
A beautiful high school stadium, isn't it? Gain of about 2 on the play, brings up 2nd down.
It's good that all the different schools play there, too.
Right. I think St. Elizabeth is in the process of building their own at Canby Park.
I don't know why you would.
Well, I mean, they're building a whole comp baseball, everything.
Yeah.
That's where they. I don't know if you've been to Canby Park for a baseball game now. It's like a park.
Yeah. Sally's had a field too, a baseball field.
Mhm.
They had like tennis courts in the outfield, no
Right.
fence.
Toss to Limehouse coming around the left side. And that's going to be enough for a first down. I got to tell you, number 2, Niblett, has done an excellent job blocking on the edge tonight. I mean, he has set the edge for Niblett and Parker all night. So first down for Laurel. And it's going to be a toss to Parker. And he does not get the edge this time. And a flag on the play. Number 13, Parker Smith with the tackle. I hope that wasn't a horse collar. Face mask. Okay, so he got his hand around front.
Personal foul, face mask gets Riders. That'll be 15 yards.
Wheels are starting to fall off the bus
Yeah.
a little bit here for CR. These penalties start to add up. Plus Laurel's firing on all cylinders here.
That's going to be another first down and puts it in the red zone. Ball at about the 11, 1st and 10 for Laurel. So they finally stop that sweep and get hit with a face mask penalty.
Yeah, that's 2.
Niblett up off the left side. No gain, maybe a gain of 2 on the play.
They have a lot of weapons, Laurel
They do.
does. They really do.
Second down and 6 for the Bulldogs.
So
Parker's
it's-
really coming into his own this game.
Yes, 2nd and 7 here for Laurel. We got Laurel a couple more times. Got him a big game, I think, late in the season with Lake Forest. Shockley goes under center. Limehouse comes in motion. Is Bell? No, it's second man through is Limehouse. Yeah, let's see if he got enough for the first down.
Yeah, that was 22 Limehouse. Second guy through. It's about at the. I'm going to say that's the
inside
half.
the 1.
Yeah.
And there's a flag.
Flag on the play.
I'm going to say.
Personal foul. Somebody said something.
Somebody said something. Let's see.
Is that on Laurel?
CR. I mean.
Oh, he was telling Laurel. He was holding Laurel back. I thought
Yeah, it's a quarter yard penalty.
Right.
What's the worst? If you're gonna say unsportsmanlike, it's not the worst. I'm sure in film session someone's getting yelled at for that though.
Right.
So this is
they're short of the first down, so they're going to be 3rd and inches. So the ball's down about that should give them the first down there. I know it's half the distance. Coach Strickland wants to know what happened down there.
Does he really?
So 1st and goal from about inside the 2.
First down for the Bulldogs.
So if they punch this in, Benny, it might be a long bus ride home.
It's going to be a long 4th quarter.
Yeah,
Sierra's got to get something going. They've not done it here. They've not come out in the 3rd like they ended the 2nd.
Uh-oh.
And whistles on the play.
Whistle on the play, flag. Offside, CR.
So limited penalties in the first half, and now the flags are flying.
Starting to fall apart, unfortunately. I really had high hopes for the 3rd quarter for CR. I really thought that was going to be the quarter.
So move it up another yard. And 1st and goal from just inside the 2. Limehouse. Oh, he is tackled by number 44.
That's Stump.
Carter Stump just blows the gap.
Stump's been in on a lot of tackles. We were talking about that in the pregame. Carter Stump had to have a good game to be able to try and contain some of these backs for Laurel.
Loss of about 2 on the play.
And he stepped up tonight.
Second and goal for the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs really looking to break it open here.
And there's another toss. 13 does a good job of turning it in. Parker Smith.
Tell you what, this is the best defensive stand we've seen out of CR tonight.
No gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down and goal to go.
They're digging in their heels.
So 3rd down, no gain on the play.
Is it 4 down territory, or are they going to?
Oh, absolutely. You're not going to kick a field goal here. Like I said, you're going to make the Riders go full length of the field, even if you don't score.
CR crowd getting into it. They're trying to urge the Riders on to get a big stop here.
3rd and goal from about the 3-yard line.
Uh-oh. Looks like a sneak. No.
It's going to be Bell, and he's tackled in the backfield.
Tripped up in the backfield. CR is feeling it now.
It'll be 4th down and goal to go.
4th and goal. They got the Bell. They got around his legs before he could get going.
And now we have whistles. I'm not sure what we have going on.
Looks like they're a little bit of a kerfuffle. I'm going to say an unsportsmanlike, unfortunately.
I don't think there was a flag. I think they're trying to settle things down. There's no flag on the field. The referee is talking to a couple of the captains.
Hopefully we get things rolling here.
Right. It's a late trip back to the beach.
Trying to get the Laurel Pizza before this is over.
Well, they are going to go for the field goal.
Wow, okay.
Well, that puts them down 3 scores.
That's Lopez Vasquez.
The referees weren't even sure. They just hustled the position. And it's good.
Wow, okay.
So Laurel goes up 24-7.
Wow.
And we're going to take a quick commercial timeout, folks.
In life, some things just go together. Like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. So make it a combo. Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Just call State Farm agent Juwan Johnson and find out how you could start saving today. It's just another way we're here to help life go right.
And welcome back, Scott. They're having a shootout up in Bear as Caravel leads Howard 35-20 second half.
That's going to be a big game next week, Laurel and Caravel.
Yes. We will be at Sussex Central Delaware Military.
Delaware Military gave Sally's everything they can handle.
Right now, it looks like a three-team race with Middletown a couple steps ahead of the other two, and then there's that bunch looking at that 4 spot. But come November, things can change. But here we go, ready to kick it off for the Dogs.
Good kick. Uh-oh. Through the hands of the CR kick returner.
Oh, big block there. That's number 2.
Great open field tackle.
Number 50, Marcus Moore unloaded on somebody.
Wow.
And that kind of saved Suze Rodney on that because they were about to get pinned back inside the 10.
And we've been talking about Vitti. He's got legitimate breakaway speed. He's a slasher.
So 1st and 10 for the Riders, ball at their own 24.
So let's see if Sierra could get something going here. They saved themselves a little bit with that stand on the goal line.
Now they're going to call that one incomplete. So again, when you have a strong arm, sometimes those short passes they're going to be overthrown. He sails that one high. They've yet to really stretch the field.
They have not gotten vertical at all, which surprises me because on film
that's what they've done, yeah.
That's what they've done. So I don't know if they just don't feel comfortable with it or they just don't see the opportunities.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
You got 10 Khalil Kemp coming wide here.
Yeah, they got a bunch here on the far side. And he's got two. Vitti.
Great tackle. It's that number 9, Isaiah Miller.
Gain of about 2.
What?
They call it 3. Brings up 3rd and 7.
That was a really nice tackle.
Third and 7 for the Riders. Ball at their own 26.
Yeah, and Vitti had some room out there, and Miller just with an excellent tackle. Number 4 with the pressure.
Throws downfield. Vitti comes back, and there's going to be a pass interference on that.
Yeah, that happens a lot when they come back for the ball. I think that I'll tell you what, Timmons unloaded on that one.
And they were pulling him down when he threw it. That's how strong his arm is.
Isaiah Johnson had a fistful of his jersey, and he just let it fly. Looks like they got a player down for CR, so one of the offensive linemen.
(24-7), 2:40 to play here in the third quarter. That's the first deep pass we've seen them throw.
He
underthrown only because he had somebody hanging on him.
And he unloaded on that one. That was a good 30 yards down the field.
Number 71, Joseph. Oh, I'm going to screw this up. Sepik. There's only 2 vowels in that name. That's tough.
I'm not trying it.
Yeah. He walks off the field under his own power.
We'll ask him when we see him.
Right. No. So 1st and 10 for the Riders. The ball moves it up to the 42-yard line. And flags on the play.
Looks like he jumped.
Flag on the play.
I think too many people. CR had 12 on the field.
Man, that's tough after the penalty like that.
That marks it back 5. So it's going to be 1st and 15.
5-yard penalty.
Getting a score in from the Cape contingent.
Make it 1st and 15 for the Riders.
A text.
Last I have was 42-0.
56-0. That's a big number. Cape's had some down years.
Timmons drops back,
turning around,
rolls to his left. They lose a defender, eludes another one down the sideline. He's got the first down, steps out of bounds. First down, Riders.
He's electric when he gets in the open field.
He's also elusive.
He is elusive.
That's going to bring up a first down for the Caesar Rodney Riders.
I wouldn't mind seeing some controlled draws from him, from quarterback draws. Oh, like a sprint draw.
1st and 10 for Caesar Rodney. They move into Laurel territory. And
holding.
A flag on the play.
Yeah.
Gets back to the line of scrimmage.
They got incredible pressure on that play. They really had 4 guys in the backfield. And there's a hold.
Right. So that's going to bring up a 1st and 20.
Holding against CR, so that'll be a 10-yard penalty.
So that moves the ball back to the CR 44.
So what do you got in the playbook for this?
Hey, this kid can throw.
Yeah.
I mean,
First down at 20.
They say you call players on these situations.
Right.
You don't call plays.
Trips to the near side.
Oh, man.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Timmons pass to Vinny, falls incomplete. 2nd down.
5 is Cassell Bay.
Brings up 2nd and 20. Yeah, I thought we would see our test a little deep more this game.
They've really only thrown the ball
the one time.
One time, yeah, and they got to pass.
A lot of bubble screens and
yeah.
2nd and 20. Ball at their own 44-yard line. Riders running out of opportunities. Empty backfield here.
Another blitz from Linehouse.
All right. That's caught by number 8, Braden Dotson.
Timmons and Dotson.
Again, a high throw, but he picks up about 9 on the play.
Dotson, another sure-handed receiver.
Hit immediately at the 48-yard line.
And we have a Laurel player down.
There's a Bulldog player down on the field.
We're going to take a timeout here. We'll be right back. Your score, Laurel 24, Caesar Rodney 7.
First State Orthopedic statewide has 29 physicians at 16 locations. Our physicians and staff provide both non-surgical as well as surgical treatment for almost all orthopedic conditions and injuries. We are specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physician and orthopedic consultant for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to the local emergency departments as well as medical aid units and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Call for an appointment today or visit us at firststateortho.com.
highway, so I knew that they existed. We stopped in the showroom. We just clicked, like, from day one. They did a total kitchen renovation for us. Ferris was so organized. They were on top of everything from day one. Always here when they said they would be, always on time, kept to the schedule. The level of comfort speaking to everyone that works at Ferris, they were just super friendly, easy to talk to. It was like they were friends, not, people coming to work on our kitchen. The room is totally transformed from what it used to look like. To have all this seating now and the big table, the bench seats, it's great. I love coming home and just walking through the laundry room into the kitchen every day. It was just a great experience.
Congratulations, Dover Federal, on 60 years in business in Delaware. You've been by our side since our doors opened.
Thank you so much for giving me a call on so many years ago when I had no credit.
You helped our business grow into what it is today.
As a military family, thank you for supporting the financial needs of servicemen and their loved ones.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
And welcome back. This is number 65. Naran Singh helped off the field. A low leg injury.
All right, here we go. Rodney.
Third and 12 for the Riders. Timmons drops back, throws downfield, has a man wide open, overthrows number 2, Vitti. Vitti with about 2 steps on the defender. That's going to bring up a 4th and 12.
I like that play call, though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what I feel like the opportunities are.
7.5 minutes to go up in Arsenio's. Indian River and St. E's tied at 14. Yeah, he had the protection on that one. He said this kid's got a strong arm. Once he starts getting his timing down. 4th and 12.
We have seen no punts.
No.
Oh. Limehouse on the blitz again.
Got a flag on the play. Offside to Laurel.
As well as Asante Laughlin. He's a cornerback in on the blitz.
That's going to bring up a 4th and about 7.
Those odds are better. They're dialing up the blitzes now.
Right.
They had a strong safety and a cornerback in on there on that last one.
4th and 7. Ball at the Laurel 43. Looking for the play count from the ref because we're going to be close to getting this off. And there it goes. Yep. Gets it off just in time. Under pressure. Steps up, throws. And he catches that. My goodness.
I thought he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw that, but
that was a catch by Vitti. Slid into second base and reached back and got it.
Timmons really showed me something on that. He stepped up with pressure again. Limehouse coming on the blitz again. And he stepped up under tremendous pressure and let it go.
So it brings up a first down for the Riders in the red zone. 2-2 with a running back in the pistol. Seems to be some confusion on that left end. Fakes the pass, throws, and he's got a wide open Kane in the end zone. Incomplete, broken up.
Great play. That's 21. Khalid Burton
breaking up the play.
Sophomore breaking up the play. Really, he got his hand in there at the last second.
Yeah.
Great.
2nd and 10 for the Riders.
Timmons put that in a great spot.
Faked the little short curl there and then went deep. Brings up 2nd and 10, ball at the 20. Same formation for the Riders. Steps up and Floyd does not avoid a sack. Is
Limehouse
caught
on
up
the
by
sack.
the toe right there at the end. Sacked for a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd down.
Limehouse has blitzed on the last 7 plays.
Call a loss of 2. Makes it 3rd and 12. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Your score, the Laurel Bulldogs 24, Caesar Rodney 7. We'll be right back after this commercial timeout.
Since 2015, we're all about bringing you fresh, quality ingredients. We do fresh pasta, paninis, soups, and salads. We try to be all-inclusive, vegan, gluten-free options. We do a little bit of something for everybody. In the summertime, we make a little over 200 pounds of pasta a day. You can come in and buy fresh pasta. You can bring it home. We're doing curbside pickup right now. A lot of take-to-go. We even have DoorDash if you need it delivered to you. We like to bring you good food fast and not fast food. Here at Grandpa Mac, we've been serving the Eastern Shore since 2015. We're all about bringing you fresh, quality ingredients. We do fresh pasta, paninis, soups, and salads. We try to be all-inclusive, vegan, gluten-free options. We do a little bit of something for everybody. In the summertime, we make a little over 200 pounds of pasta a day. You can come in and buy fresh pasta. You can bring it home. We're doing curbside pickup right now. A lot of take-to-go. We even have DoorDash if you need it delivered to you. We like to bring you good food fast and not fast food. Here at Grandpa Mac.
And welcome back to Laurel High School. 4th quarter with the Bulldogs leading 24-7. The Caesar Rodney Band striking up Sweet Carolina. Says got when high school bands play a song and you can sing along with, they're pretty darn good.
That's right. And a song we're familiar with.
Right. 3rd and 12. And it's going to be another offsides on Laurel. So that's going to make it a 3rd and 7. So they're bringing more pressure. And the pressure coming off the edge. Maybe want to look for a quick draw with the back.
That band is sounding good.
They are. 3rd and 7. Ball inside the 20 to about the 17. Fakes the toss, rolls out.
Oh.
And off
Through
the fingertips
hands.
of number 10, Khalil Kemp.
Nice looking play, though.
Great call, yeah.
Yeah, faked the sweep, got it out to one of your speedsters on the edge. He just couldn't pull it in, but I like to see another play like that, maybe come back the other way. Come back the other side.
Right, 4th and 7. Ball at the 17. Maybe the 16. Yeah, the ball at the 16.
Big play here for CR.
I don't know
This might
with,
be
with
it.
the way Laurel eats up clock if CR can get back in this, but they've got to score if they even have a chance right now. 2-by-2 on the edges. Walker behind Timmons. Timmons has
There
a
it
man
is.
back corner. Touchdown. That was Kane.
Great play. Excellent throw. Put it right where he needed to.
Kane goes up and gets it. And touchdown for the Riders.
Good play. All good protection, too.
And the Riders strike up the fight song.
Kane with the big play.
He's had a couple nice catches here tonight.
He really has.
On the kick, number 49, Brody Hinkle, freshman.
He's a freshman.
And you're gonna get an offsides on this.
So it's a 2-score game. That field goal made a difference, maybe.
It did, yeah. So the Riders are going to continue to go for one.
Yeah, I think that was the left defensive end.
Oh, he almost
was
came
in
out of the huddle.
He was in the backfield.
The Riders are going to kick it anyways. Heffington, the long snapper.
Yeah, it wouldn't make much of a difference.
Timmons, the holder.
Looks like they're resetting.
And that's going to be low. The kick is no good. We're going to take a quick commercial timeout to score. Laurel 24, Caesar Rodney 13. We'll be right back after this commercial timeout.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Surf Bagel has served the community in Delaware for over 20 years, providing fresh, hot bagels, breakfast sandwiches, lunch sandwiches, wraps, salads, local coffee and smoothies, and our iconic merch. Welcome to Surf Bagel. We're stoked to serve you.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
And welcome back to Laurel. 24-13 is your score. Laurel with the 11-point lead here. CR will kick it away. On the kick is 88. Grant Parsons. So both their toes are freshmen, along the kickoff guy and the place kicker. He kicks this one high, back to about the 20. Laurel had their hands team on the field, expecting an onside kick.
And really what you're looking for out of Laurel is a nice long drive to put this thing out of contention with a score at the end. And Caesar Rodney's hoping for a really good stand, a defensive stand here, and get the ball back and put some pressure on Laurel. I mean, Timmons has shown, and the Caesar Rodney offense, they have weapons and they can score. They just need more opportunities and more plays. But they're running out of time,
Right.
Benny.
Yep.
11:44. They need a stop here if they're gonna be in the mix.
Couple up score updates: Caravel 42, Howard 20, and Indian River leads St. Elizabeth 20-14. First and 10 for the Laurel Bulldogs, and it's going to be a handoff up the middle.
Good run.
I'm not sure. That's a new ball carrier.
Two.
That's going to be Niblet up the middle, taking giving Bell a breather.
Good run by Niblet. Yeah, I think Bell's the one that got hit on the extra point.
Under 2 minutes to go. Indian River with a 20-14 lead, but St. Elizabeth has the ball inside the 15-yard line. Handoff up the middle of the Niblet again. Boy, he is just slashing for yards. He's got another first down.
Niblet looking fresh coming in here.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot of blocking on the edges.
Yeah, Niblet and Parker are both, I've seen carries out of them that have really impressed me. Both underclassmen.
Second and inches for Laurel. Niblet finds some running room off the right side. Got the first down.
That is not what CR needs. They need to stop. It's like 58 Baynard is coming off.
Good. Hopefully just a cramp. Yep, they're stretching. First and 10 for Laurel in Caesar Rodney territory. They lead 24-13. Handoff up the middle to Niblet. He's got running room.
Horse collar.
No, there's only jersey. I think you're supposed to have pad, but no call on it. Although he did a good job of not pulling back.
What a drive this has been for him.
Yeah, he's had all the carries.
Absolutely.
Laurel looking to strike again. Limehouse goes in motion, a handoff to Niblett. And Niblett just gives them another aspect in this running game.
I tell you, it's a surprise of the quarter so far. This has been his drive.
Well, he spent most of the game blocking for those sweeps.
Oh, you think they give it to him again?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Oh, to go with a sweep.
Oh,
ball's on the ground.
CR recovers it. That's 27. Penalty after. Flag after the play, I think. Dead ball. He's calling CR ball. Unsportsmanlike.
So
Laurel.
add 15.
Wow, that is the switch absolutely that
turnaround.
CR needed.
Still 9:29 to play.
Oh, double unsportsmanlike. It's always the second guy they get.
Indian River gets a goal line stop with 2 seconds to play.
So it was a fumble, offsetting unsportsmanlike. 9 minutes left and change.
So this is just on CR. It wasn't both ways.
Oh, he made a mistake.
Yeah, pointed in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 for Cesar Rodney, deep in their own territory.
So it was only one. He pointed at Laurel,
right,
and then he waved
changed
it off, and
right.
then he meant CR, which I could see that mistake.
Right. 2-by-2 on the edges. It looks like Walker behind Timmons. Ball on the 9. Drops back, looking downfield, has a man over the middle.
Ooh.
And that's Vitti again with another sliding catch.
Vitti's sure-handed. He had a couple open guys. Timmons is starting to feel it now. This game is not over.
First down for Cesar Rodney. Yeah, 9:14 to play. They're down by 11.
This game's on life support, but it's not over.
Right.
Yeah.
It's still plugged in.
It's still plugged in, yeah.
Got a man deep. That's going to be Vitti. Vitti off the fingertips.
Wow.
That's about 45 yards in the air.
Vitti went down hard.
The trainer's going to sit him down.
Yeah.
He was getting back up.
Looks like he's going to limp off.
But, wow, the Timmons got some air under the ball, hit him in stride, just off the fingertips.
Yeah, Aiden Kane's off the field, too. Looks like he's stretching something out. So both Vitti and Kane, his two number one targets.
They're two speedsters, yeah.
So we'll see what the option is now.
So 2nd and 10 from their own 24. I'm not sure why the clock's running. It was an incomplete pass. Looks like a design draw and it's not there. And a flag.
Timmons with a try for a sneak. Initial hit by Copes.
So it's going to be on Cesar Rodney. Holding.
He looks like they're going to push him back. 10 yards.
Back him up 10 more. It's going to be a 2nd and 20.
Second down.
Caravelle 49, Howard 20. That looks like the Bucks are ready to go 2-0. And off the fingertips of Bay.
Timmons to Bay, incomplete. Third down. Third down at 20.
Third and 20 from the 14-yard line. Yeah, some of these incompletions, guys, they're drops. I mean, he is putting it right on the hands.
Yeah, he was 6 for 7 in the first half. No drops, just the one overthrow, kind of a miscommunication. And really in the second half, a bunch of drops.
Had a couple overthrows early.
I mean, some of them were difficult catches, for sure, but and Vinny came up with some really difficult catches.
A little counter, and that's going nowhere.
Yeah, it's 22.
And that's that Limehouse again.
Limehouse again has been in the backfield all night.
I think we're going to see our first punt of the night.
Limehouse has had a game, boy.
He has.
He has had a game. I mean, he's been one of our favorite players all year.
Right.
I'm looking forward to him on the wrestling mat this year, too.
Yeah, I figure probably, you bump him maybe around 50 this year, maybe?
That's what I was thinking. I was looking at him, trying to figure it out.
So
Yeah.
4th and a mile.
I'd say 50.
And we have whistles. And Laurel's going to take a timeout.
Laurel's got some wrestlers.
Defending Henley Conference Southern Division champs. We did the championship match with Lake Forest down here. And possibly be the same two teams battling it out for the Henley South again, Lake Forest and Laurel. 24-13 is your score, 7:45 to play. You know, Scott, I thought Caesar Rodney was going to come out on fire in the third quarter, and it just didn't happen. I mean, Laurel obviously doused that fire quickly.
That backwards pass set the tone for the second half. And then CR had a nice stand down here where we thought it was falling apart. But somehow they kept it together, kept it to a field goal.
Caesar Rodney, they're playing spurts, and they're going to start putting some of those spurts together.
And then here, this drive.
They're very athletic.
Yeah, but this drive was backwards all the way to a punt. Yeah.
And end over end. And it's going to take a Laurel bounce. Laurel gets the ball back. With 7:35 to play here in the fourth quarter, 24-13. Still, we're talking a two-score game with 7.5 minutes to play. Laurel could take 7 minutes off the clock right now the way they run the ball.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Laurel, CR needed that drive. They need really that play, that long pass, that the 42-yard pass. That was nearly a completion. That was the play for that drive that really needed to be completed for them to make it happen.
So a final up at Abyssinia and Wilmington, Scott. Indian River finally gets the St. Elizabeth Monkey off his back. They win 20-14. Lost on the last 2 years, 3 times in the last 2 years.
So we're going to see some classic Laurel here, ground and pound.
Yeah, that's Bell, but he's hit at the line.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. This game has surprised me every time. 39 comes up with it. Let's see. No unsportsmanlike for a change.
Stump was celebrating. I don't know if he made the hit or what.
Yes, I think Stump made the hit. I think Bell spun, and Stump put his helmet right on the ball.
So Caesar Rodney takes over, 1st and 10.
I didn't see that one coming. So here we go. Timmons, another chance to air it out.
Let's see what receivers has coming on the field.
He's got 8. He's got 10. 8 is Braden Donson. 10 is Khalil Kemp.
So he doesn't have. Okay, 2's back. Viddy's back.
Yeah, Viddy's back.
But we haven't seen Kane in a while.
Yeah, Kane got hurt on that touchdown. Also haven't seen Odom.
Rolls out to his left, got some running room.
Limehouse closed the distance.
Goes out of bounds. You know, pick up a chunk there, about 7. Gets about 7 yards. It's going to bring up second down.
Yeah, Limehouse closed the distance on Timmons from behind. I just think Timmons is dangerous in the open field.
Yes.
He is dangerous.
Seems to be a little indecisive when he wants to run. You can tell when it's a design run and when it's a pass. He was a little indecisive there taking off. He takes off, a second earlier, and he's probably got a first down if he's not going down the sideline.
Second and, what do you call that, 4?
Yeah, about 4. Give him a game of 6 on the play. Drops back, under some pressure, steps up, throws.
Out of bounds.
I think they're going to be out of bounds. They are out of bounds. He hooks up with number 10, Kemp. No, it's incomplete anyways. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 4.
Yeah, he's shaking up a little bit on the play, but he looks okay. The ball sailed on him a little bit, out of bounds.
So, Scott, the past couple of years, 2 teams have kept Indian River out of the championship. One, St. Elizabeth. They get that one back tonight. The other team, Laurel, well, they move up in class. So, Indian River's shown that they might have something cooking in Dagsboro.
It could be the year. It could be the year.
3rd and 4 for the Riders.
Indian River strong, Lake Forest, Laurel, a lot of good downstate teams. Sussex Central. Missing somebody. Some good teams this
Milford's
year.
tough. And overthrown again. That's intended for number 8, Braden Dotson. Red Lion leads Lake Forest 14-6. That's going to be an interesting matchup next week with Lake Forest and Cape. Cape goal line stand against Red Lion to win that game. And now you got a tight one here between Lake Forest and Red Lion, although Red Lion winning.
I think Laurel's missing a player, right? I mean, Lake Forest, yeah.
Yeah, well, they're missing a couple.
Yeah.
The biggest one is their quarterback. Tyndall goes out with a broken leg.
It's tough to recover from that kind of stuff.
I mean, he was a player of the year. Slips out of tackle, racing down the sidelines is Vitti.
Look out.
This is track speed, and he's going to get knocked out of bounds. I believe that was,
that's about the 15.
Limehouse?
Yeah, that was Limehouse pushing him out. Man, Vitti can fly.
Looks like 15-yard line.
First down for the Riders.
Just when you think this game
I tell you, Limehouse,
over,
not the same size, but he covers side to side. He
really
reminds me
does.
of a little bit of a who was the kid from Woodbridge a couple years ago? Wyatt, number 33. I can see the number.
I was going to say Troy Polamalu.
Not quite as big as him either.
No, well. Ooh.
And again, we talk about him being indecisive. Great. That time, Laurel goes coverage. And Timmons, like we talked about his indecisive whether to run or not. That's going to come with time.
Yeah, that's a sack you cannot take. Yeah, running clock, 6 minutes, 6.5 minutes.
Back in the 25.
I like to see him go right to the end zone right here.
Second down and 20.
Second and 20. Trips to the near side. Vitti goes by himself on the far side.
Get it to Vitti.
And Bay drops through underneath there. Again, we have not seen Kane since the touchdown.
This would be a great spot for Kane to go up and get it, though.
Third down and 20.
Wyatt Wright, who's I'm thinking of. Hard-hitting linebacker from Woodbridge a couple years back. covered side to sideline. Playing JUCO right now. So 3rd and 20 for the Riders. 2-by-2 on the edges. Running back next to Timmons.
Oh.
Able to escape a tackle. Fakes a throw, runs down the sideline.
Dangerous. He's got
and goes out of bounds short of the first down.
a couple yards short of the first down. We got a Laurel player down.
So we'll take a quick timeout here, Scott. Score 24-13. We have a player down. We'll be right back.
First State Orthopedic statewide has 29 physicians at 16 locations. Our physicians and staff provide both non-surgical as well as surgical treatment for almost all orthopedic conditions and injuries. We are specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physician and orthopedic consultant for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to the local emergency departments as well as medical aid units and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Call for an appointment today or visit us at firststateortho.com.
Turn your vision into a reality with Capstone Homes Design Center, bringing personalization, luxury, and quality all into one location, where you'll meet with our certified design consultant that'll show you exactly what you're choosing, so you can make the best choice for you when designing your new home. From first home to vacation houses, we build and design homes for everyone. Set up your appointment now and design your dream home today at Capstone Homes.
I would always pass by Ferris on Kirkwood Highway, so I knew that they existed. We stopped in the showroom. We just clicked, like from day one. They did a total kitchen renovation for us. Ferris was so organized. They were on top of everything from day one. Always here when they said they would be, always on time, kept to the schedule. The level of comfort speaking to everyone that works at Ferris, they were just super friendly, easy to talk to. It was like they were friends, not, people coming to work on our kitchen. The room is totally transformed from what it used to look like. To have all the seating now and the big table, the bench seats, it's great. I love coming home and just walking through the laundry room into the kitchen every day. It was just a great experience. We love Ferris.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer, president of Sodell Concepts, the best restaurant group in the state, and we're inviting you to come join our team. Sodell Concepts is a growing hospitality company with 16 restaurants and a variety of other hospitality businesses, all located in beautiful southern Delaware. We have recently added many departments to our executive leadership team, including a training department, a property development department, and a construction department. We invite you to come live at the beach and work with a growing restaurant group with many opportunities to advance your career. Sodell Concepts Restaurant Group, come check us out.
Congratulations, Dover Federal, on 60 years in business in Delaware. You've been by our side since our doors opened.
Thank you so much for giving me a call on so many years ago when I had no credit.
You helped our business grow into what it is today.
As a military family, thank you for supporting the financial needs of servicemen and their loved ones.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Congratulations.
And we're back from the injury. That was number 7, Shakai Parker. Delivered a hit there along the sideline, and he's back up and walking under his own power with the trainer. But a little scary. He was down for a long time on his back, Scott.
Trainer's right over there with
right
coaches
there.
of both teams, and they got the young man up and off the field.
Maybe one of the better things or the best thing that Delaware's done in high school sports is having athletic trainers at each school. Having them right here in their practice, their games.
We've seen that a couple games we've done. Dr. Kane has been here.
Right.
Orthopedic surgeon from Lewis. On site. He was on site at the
Central
game. Yeah, he goes to quite a few games.
I think he was there last week too, wasn't he, Woodbridge?
Yeah, he was at Woodbridge, yeah.
Go 4th and 5 for the Riders.
Should give him a microphone on the sideline. Be our correspondent.
Right.
Offsides.
Yeah, we're going to get a false start. That was an easy one. He was definitely going in the pass blocker. So 4th and 10 now for the Riders. Timmons drops back, rolls out of the pocket, throws downfield, has a man.
Looks like a
touchdown. That's a touchdown. Is that Vitti again?
Yeah.
Vitti with 3 sliding catches tonight.
I think Vitti jumped up and got hurt on the celebration.
Yeah, that's not good.
2, yeah, Vitti. Wow.
We've been having that talk at practice.
Yeah. So Vitti with a big play.
Riders will go for 2 here.
5:39 left.
Well, I'm sure they're going to go for 2, so they could bring it within 3. Definitely a 1-score game now.
This game is not over. Every time we think it's over, Benny, it's
CR steps up, yeah.
And we said you do not want CR hanging around with all their big play possibilities. And I feel like, Vitti's and Kane both catch touchdowns, go off her, come back on, and make another play. So, man.
And conversion's incomplete, so it'll have to be a touchdown now for the Riders. But we're going to take a quick commercial timeout. Your score with 5:39 to play in the game. Laurel 24, Caesar Rodney 19.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine with fresh pasta made in-house daily. Lupo features plenty of unique craft cocktails and an extensive award-winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and dinner 7 days a week. See you soon.
And welcome back to Laurel High School. Laurel bringing the hands team on. Maybe a little early for a onside kick. We'll see. Got one guy back, standing about the 20. Now they're dropping a couple more. And goes ahead and kicks it deep. Going to be taking that about the 23. And that's number 21.
Big tackle.
Burton on the return. So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs with 5:34 to play. They have the type of offense that can run 5:34 off the clock.
So here it comes. This has really been the theme of the game. Can the Laurel offense grind out 5 minutes, ice this game, and put it away? Can the Caesar Rodney Riders get a defensive stand and get Timmons and company another shot? Get it to Vitti or Kane.
It looks like Kane's done for the night. I have not seen him since his touchdown. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Niblett comes in motion. Hand off to Bell up the middle. Breaks a couple tackles. Going to pick up about 5 or 6 on the play. 2nd down.
Another pancake block from 72. Chaddick.
Chafik. Give him a 7 on the play. 2nd and 3.
I want to say Chafik's had
He's
5 pancakes.
Yeah, he's had an excellent game tonight. Getting people on roller skates and putting them on their back.
I mean, Kane's on the sideline with his helmet on.
Bell again pushes ahead. He's got enough for the 1st down. So 1st and 10 Laurel, this is what they need to do. And we're going to have an officials timeout as the players slow getting up.
This has been a hard-fought game. These kids have played really hard here tonight, Benny.
Both coaches said coming in they thought this would be a close game, and we're 5 points with just under 5 to go.
We had it as a one-score game. We
Right.
weren't sure which way it
way
was
it's
going to go,
right.
but
First and 10 for the Bulldogs. Riders coming on a blitz, and they're able to slow Bell down. He's able to cut it back inside, pick up about 3 on the play, brings up second down.
you know, no matter how this ends up, CR has played in spurts well.
Yes.
I think it's going to be more of a message, win, lose, or draw tonight. They need to put together a full 4 quarters.
Yes.
And to me, Laurel does.
I said if they could just put together a couple spurts.
Yeah, the 2 quarters would be fine.
But then Laurel, on the other hand, they just grind you out, and they're good at it.
And they have some emerging little stars here tonight.
They have another first down by Niblett.
That first down's a killer.
So first down for the Bulldogs. 4 minutes and 2 seconds to play.
That first down is that's a problem.
They're not wasting any time. They're getting right back up there and getting down the field. Bell breaks a tackle.
I mean, this is perfect Bell type territory where he starts.
CR's
to take
bringing the
over.
blitz down. They're running right past there. They're able to get a hand out, but
they brought everybody on that
They
one.
did.
They sold out on that blitz.
Stump hit him at the line of scrimmage, but unable to wrap him up. Brings up second and 3.
Stump has played well tonight.
He's had a good game. Toss to Limehouse. And he has another Laurel first down.
And you're starting to see what Laurel does really well.
Right. If I'm Jones right now, I start using up my time on the clock.
Yeah, they had 72 Owen out there.
Right. I'm not worried about scoring again. I'm worried about getting that clock running, getting out of here with a victory, especially when you're banged up. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to take their time getting under the ball. First and 10 from the 36.
Yeah, the last couple of plays they went quick. I think Jones said, "Hey, let's slow it down.
Right.
We're in no rush."
Yeah, we don't have to be heroes. We just got to get out here with a W. Caesar Rodney's going to have to determine when they're going to call some timeouts, but they got to get some stops first, and there's one of them.
Big tackle in the backfield by 51. That's Stephen
Davis. Gain of 1 on the play, second and 9. So I imagine if the Riders can get a stop, a good stop here, they'll take the timeout. Although Joey Jones is good coming out of timeouts offensively.
I mean, he dialed up that blitz on that defensive timeout that last time. Linehouse took Timmons down in the backfield, and that ended that threat.
Red Lion 22, Lake Forest 6. And they have Bell wrapped up again.
That's 51 again. 2 tackles in a row.
And they're going to take their timeout. And a flag.
That's not great.
Mm-mm.
That's unsportsmanlike. Multiple unsportsmanlike?
Or just a lot of people saw it.
Yeah. I always prefer offsetting. No.
Personal foul on the Riders. That's a first down.
Coach is not happy about that, Benny.
Should be 15 yards, and that'll be enough to get the Bulldogs another first down.
So I want to not take that timeout now.
Yes, indeed. First down.
So first down for the Bulldogs.
16-yard line.
puts the ball down about the 16-yard line. So now not only is the first down, it's in the red zone. Just what Coach Strickland needed was, they were going to have a 3rd and about 4 there. Coming up at the end of the game, we'll have a Sodal Concepts postgame show. And there's a stop again by number 51, Davis. And CR now will take a timeout.
51, Stephen Davis has had a really good drive. He's had 4 really good tackles here.
I think CR has all their timeouts left. So second down, loss of 2 on the play.
Five-point game. Right around a minute.
Minute 9. Coming up, we'll have our post-game awards. Our player of the game, sponsored by Louis Pizza, and our pest of the game, sponsored by Active Pest Control.
A lot of familiar faces in the running for
Yes,
Laurel for player of the game and pest of the game. Maybe one new face that we haven't seen in the running before, but a lot of the usual suspects on the.
Here come the Bulldogs. Second and 12. Shockley goes under center. Motion, handoff to Niblett. Niblett's hit at the line. CR takes another timeout.
That's 51 again and 44 on that play.
And we'll stay right here with it.
Tell you what, if I didn't know Stephen Davis is before this drive, I know it now. That's 5 tackles for him on this drive. Stepping up when the team needs it.
Minute 9. Well, they didn't even take any time off the clock there. I did. That took 4 seconds, though. Because I'm a little quicker than the referee.
I think they're talking about it now.
Well, that makes up for when they let the clock start the clock on the out of bounds or the incomplete pass.
I'm sure it all breaks even.
3rd and 13 for Laurel. Toss to Niblett. And he's going to be ridden, tackled, and taken out of bounds.
That's going to stop the clock.
Yes, it is. That brings up 4th down for Laurel.
Minute 3, 4th down. Tell you what, CR just keeps hanging around. I mean, Timmons is going to have, if they can stop him here, he'll have a few plays.
Right, I think they both have 2 timeouts. So 4th and 11. Maybe that little looking, I mean, you're 4th down, so even if you don't convert it, you don't have to worry about it. Oh, they're going to go for a field goal.
Okay. That'll
35-yard field goal.
That'll make it a 8-point game if he converts it. If not, CR will have a minute 3 left.
Man, I think that's going to be short.
That's going to be short.
Well, wide. I think he had the distance.
So CR is going to take over.
With 2 timeouts.
Well, it's staying interesting.
It is.
We said they were on life support.
And we talked about Niblett the drive before. Hey, that was Stephen Davis's drive there, and he was on the defensive side. Him and Stump with a couple big plays.
You don't see a lot of drives where a guy makes 4 or 5 tackles on the drive late in the game, 4th quarter, 1-score game. So here we go.
59 seconds to go. 1st and 10 for the Laurel Bulldogs. Ball at their own.
There's a minute left with 2
20-yard line.
He's got 2 real threats.
Kane's back in the game. Kane's back in the game.
He's got 2 or 3 threats out there to score long.
Vitti to the far side. And it's going to be a halfback pass. Kane throwing to Vitti. And that's going to be incomplete.
He underthrew him. He was there. He was open.
Good no call there. Both guys had hands out. And I bet he was probably throwing gloves on if he's a receiver. So that's a.
Yeah, he was. He had some distance on it, though.
2nd and 10. 52 seconds left in the game. I would think they'd be looking for Kane. Vitti came up a little lame on that last. And they got Kane out here in a bunch. Vitti going wide. He's noticeably limping, though.
They're banged up on the receiver core.
Rolls to his right and throws it away. Brings up 3rd down. So he had Kane coming all the way across the field on that. He got under some pressure, so it's going to be a 3rd and 10.
Looks like he was looking for Vitti on the far sideline, though. 44 seconds left.
Laurel staying with the pressure here late in the game. And
I mean, you got to think.
Going to roll the dice because this kid can throw. 45 seconds to go.
If nothing else, CR has really made this a game.
They have.
Everyone's getting their $5 worth, Benny.
Yes, they are.
The crowd really cheering them on. They've stayed here the whole time.
Timmons rolls right, throws, has a man, incomplete.
Oh.
That's going to bring up 4th and 10, 13. Jeremiah Mizell Hopkins on the breakup.
Great play by 13. Jeremiah Mizell Hopkins, he's a sophomore. I've been super impressed by the defensive backs tonight from Laurel. They've played well.
4th and 10 from the 20.
We didn't know what to expect out of them because no one's really thrown on them that we've seen.
Right.
So
Central had the 120-yard touchdown, but we couldn't get film of last week's Brandywine game. Brandywine threw the ball well. That's going to bring up a 4th and 10.
Brandywine kept that under wraps.
Right.
They didn't want to reveal it. So here we go. 38 seconds, 4th and 10. Coming down the wire.
And he's got the 1st down. That's the number 8, Braden Dotson, and they'll take another timeout.
Whoa.
31 seconds to go. Oh, no, they're not going to take the timeout.
He's going to clock it. Yeah, he clocked it.
Allows about 4 seconds to go off the clock, so CR still with 2 timeouts.
That was a quick. I don't know how 4 seconds went off the clock on
Yeah.
that one. When considering.
Well, it took a while snapping. He wound. I saw the referee wind it, and he took a while calling it. That's got to be one of those no sound snaps there, and just get it spiked. But 2nd and 10, 26 ticks to play here in the game.
So they're saving that timeout in case they go middle of the field here.
I would think, yeah.
Okay.
And they're going to empty the backfield. Trips to the near side. Kane at the top of the formation.
Oh, sack. That's not what you wanted.
And Sarah's calling a timeout. Well, no, they're not.
That's Baynard. Why didn't they call timeout?
Maybe they don't have any. Maybe they must have been the ones that took the first one. Hook and ladder.
It says on the scoreboard they have a timeout.
Yeah.
That's unofficial.
Right.
We'll have to ask our statistician. He's been writing furiously all night.
5 seconds left. They got to go for broke. Think we'll see the old hook and ladder here, Scott?
I would love it. This might not be a bad. We all like the Miami. That's the era I'm from, the Miami hook and ladder. which never worked again after that first time it worked
right.
in the Orange Bowl.
Trips to the far side. Kane at the top of the formation. Stacked here on the near side. Laurel's going to take a timeout. We're going to stay right here with the action. Scott, we said we'd get an exciting game, and we did.
We called that one right. We didn't know what was going to happen, but we knew it was going to be exciting. 5 seconds left, 4th and 20. Timmons going to wind up and try and get it down the field. We're guessing the Limehouse is going to be blitzing.
Right. I might play it a little safer now. Now you can give them right now 79 yards. You just can't give them 80.
I mean, 4th and 20. We say it all the time. You call players, you don't call
That's
plays.
Right.
So you got to be thinking Kane or Vitti if they're in the game. They've been limping for most of the game.
Right.
Kane was out almost since he caught that touchdown pass in the far corner of the end zone. So here we go.
Vitti coming here on their side. Kane on the top side in the trips. Timmons drops back, rolls to his right, steps up, throws. Incomplete pass, no time on the clock. That's a final. Here from Laurel, folks, we'll take a quick commercial timeout, and we'll come back with our post-game wrap-up. Oh, wait a minute, there's a flag on the play. There's a flag. We're not going anywhere. There's a flag in the backfield.
We're going to call. I think it was roughing the passer. Number 9 broke that play up.
Right.
Isaiah Miller.
We have a couple CR players down.
That's a cramp on an offensive lineman.
They're calling holding, and that's the game. So we'll take a quick commercial timeout. We'll come back with our post-game wrap-up.
Unwanted house guests from invading your home. With cold weather coming, overwintering pests are headed inside. If you're not proactive, you could be left with a pest problem.
Expertise is needed to inspect, identify a problem, and offer environmentally sound solutions like Active Pest Solutions.
Prevention is the key to stopping cluster flies, stink bugs, crickets, and mice from entering your home. Protect your home with a proactive pest plan. Contact Active Pest Solutions, your local pest expert.
And welcome back, Scott. Quick wrap up here. Man, there was some yardage tonight. Caesar Rodney, 245, 162 through the air, 83 rushing, 11 first downs, 2 turnovers. Laurel, 383 total, 12 passing yards, 371 on the ground. The ground and pounds, what we call that, 26 first downs, 3 turnovers. And there are the ants on the screen. Scott, that means we go to our pest of the game, a guy that did a little bit of everything, rushed for over 100 yards, some big defensive stops. Who is our pest of the game?
You cannot argue with Xavier Limehouse, pest of the game. He was all over the field, and like always, he made the plays when he needed to make the plays. He closed on guys trying to rush the corner, and he just really made every play he could. He got the sacks. I think he blitzed 7 plays in a row. Right. So, I mean, he was our pest, without a doubt.
And it's time for the Louis Pizza player of the game. It has to go to Patrick Bell. 24 carries, 130 yards, 2 touchdowns on the night. Also played on the defensive side of the ball. He was a workhorse tonight.
Yeah, and what can you say about Bell when he had 2 touchdowns and 130 yards, and really just another day at the office for him. I mean, he has really put together a great season, and we've seen a lot of great Laurel backs, and Bell might be right there with some of the great ones we've seen in the last 5-10 years out of Laurel.
Folks, next week we will turn to the Castle when the Sussex Central Golden Knights host the Delaware Military Academy Seahawks. Sodell Concepts pregame show at 6:35 with kickoff at 7. Tomorrow, Saturday college football, I'll be in Newark when the St. Francis Red Flash 0-2 head to the University of Delaware to take on the Blue Hens 1-1 at 6 o'clock kickoff. The Delaware State Hornets 0-2 travel to Richmond to take on the Spiders at 3:30. And tomorrow the big game day will be at Colorado as the Colorado and Colorado State rivalry. Folks, that's a wrap for tonight's Downstate Game of the Week. For Donald Flowers, Dave Marvel, Kristen Mitchell back in Lois, and Scott Cameron, I'm Benny Mitchell. Thank you for watching. Your final score tonight, Laurel 24, Caesar Rodney 19, and a thriller. Have a safe sports-filled weekend from all of us here at Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. Good night, Delaware sports fans.